stream or interact with this person.
I think it's any viewer asking you to do something is kind of like making it about what they want, and it's like
I'm open to suggestions, right? But if the entire chat is like, Lily, go interact with Fed right now. He's doing something. Like, please go to Fed. Please go to Fed. I'm like, guys, I'm drawing right now. I'm doing my own thing. Please go to Fed. Then go to Fed.
People constantly ask me, can you tell me when Toast will be streaming today? Or when Pokey will be streaming today? And I'll just be like...
I've gotten that too.
Yeah, and I'm like, how do I answer this question without seeming like you're an idiot?
It's like a hierarchy, because I don't get questions about you or Lily, but I get questions about Pokey. It's like the biggest streamer.
We're gonna
They're refugees close to the next one, next one.
It sucks. Don't do that, guys. Every streamer is like their own person, you know. They work hard for the content.
Yeah, I'm not an extension of Toast or Pokey.
I
okay?
am not. We are our own person.
I get weirded out when people ask me about Pokey, but like, hey, where's Iman today? It's like, you don't get to call it that. Right?
I know.
Let's take it, dial it back a notch. All right, her name is Pokimane to you, not Iman.
That's funny. Do people call you Jeremy? I'm just curious.
No, okay. Don't call me Jeremy, all right?
I called him Jerry the other day and it felt weird.
That's weird.
That's weird.
I can't call you Jeremy even though that's your name. Like, it's just, you'll always be Toast in my head. You're always
I started out calling you Jeremy.
Know my real name, I'm gonna be honest.
I know your real name.
Did it feel weird to switch to Toast?
It felt more natural.
To call me Jeremy?
No, to call you Toast.
Yeah.
Because everyone in this house calls you Toast.
Yeah.
And I felt weird.
He thought I didn't know his name.
Skara.
What's my first and middle name?
William Jimmy.
Everyone knows Skara.
I know it too.
Wait, do you just know it because they said it?
I know it because like of your like older friends know it.
Oh,
like Austin.
Yeah,
they call you by your middle name.
Wait, how do you know my older friends in Austin?
No, I meant Austin.
Austin, the person.
In Austin.
The city.
What the fuck?
Wait, are you from Austin?
I'm from Texas, but
okay.
All right. Are there any stories or rumors about you guys?
My voice is fake.
They want to clear up.
Yeah, I believed that rumor before I met you.
He believed it before, yeah.
Yeah, that's the power of the internet. Even someone as smart as me got tricked about.
It just has to go back to your...
Look, I'm trying to defend your honor. All right? I'm defending your honor.
Defend it harder.
Okay? Even I fell for those internet rumors, and when I first met Lily Pichu, I'm like, this fucking bitch better not use her fake ass voice.
Oh my god.
And then 3 months into living with her, I'm like, wow, she can keep it up for a long time.
Wow, impressive.
She's talking to herself alone in her room and she's still doing it.
Singing in the shower with the same voice.
It's like, oh, she's committed to this act, but I'll find it.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's not her real voice.
Some people do believe that though. So.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just what I don't care about. It's whatever.
I think it's a lot better now because before people would only see you on like occasional YouTube videos, but when they see you stream like every other day,
like
you get
more and more exposure.
Yeah, more and more exposure means people don't ask that question.
I think it's died down a lot.
I don't get that question at all anymore.
Yeah, no, it's great.
You need to embrace it. Like when you first made appearances in live stream fails, there's always like,
oh no, though my first appearances were so bad. Like all the comments were there were like huge trains of comment threads where I never met so many voice psychologists on Reddit.
Yeah.
And they would have like essays on like why they think like it's fake or whatever, or I was molested as a child. That's very popular, by the way. Just all sorts of theories and like actual essays about it. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah. But nowadays it's like you'll get the occasional comment, but people will say, it's her voice, get over it.
To just like stop talking. It's just it is what it is. So whatever. I don't know.
Is there anything that people talk about you? Do you want to dispel?
I hate just like people making shit up to discredit my Hearthstone career, if that makes sense. There was
examples?
So there was a guy who wore a Toast mask and went to an event, and he was being disruptive and got kicked out. And
Wait, did people think that was you?
No, like
Oh.
at the time, everyone knew it was a fan because I was streaming at the time. He
Yeah.
got kicked out. And then a month later, I saw comments like, "Oh yeah, Toast is a total asshole to Blizzard. I know he went to an event and was like being very disruptive, and he got kicked out." And people were like upvoting that. It's like, yeah, Toast is an
So
asshole.
stupid. The thing is, like, when people who don't like you see something that confirms their belief, they will believe it no matter
Yeah,
what.
and
Yeah, they're,
people
like,
who
looking
want
for
to
it.
They
hate
want to
you,
believe
Yep.
you.
they
wanna
they'll
believe,
just
like,
upvote that without doing their own research. Like,
No,
well, this
I've
fits my
got-
narrative.
I've gotten that a lot. Like, oh, I knew Lily when she was in high school. I'm like, bitch, I didn't have friends. Like, but like, you know, small stuff like that. Like, it's not true. There's so many gossip and rumors and etc. But if people don't like you, they'll believe whatever negative thing is.
Oh
about
yeah,
you.
there was a rumor that I paid for the front page of Twitch.
Oh, yeah. I heard
Yeah.
that rumor too.
That I spent money, got the front page on Twitch, and then bragged about it. And you know, the rumor was that it was that. It's like I paid for it, and then I was like flexing how popular I was. And turns out I didn't pay for shit. All right, do your goddamn research before you run your mouth. Any rumors about you guys?
I think for better or worse, no one really starts drama with me. The one time I think that it happened with, like, someone started a weird rumor about me talking shit about other people.
Alright, talk
and
shit.
it, like, literally, like, it was completely random. It was, I think, back when Sirens was a big deal. And then, like, after it ended, one of them messaged me and they're like, did you spend like a lot of time talking shit about me?
Was
And
a siren message to you?
Yeah, and I was just like, no, like she's like, yeah, I didn't think so, but I just wanted to make sure. I'm like, who started a rumor like this? Like, who do I even talk shit about? Like, who do I even talk? I'm very enclosed.
Star does not.
I wonder why
talk
someone would
shit.
even start that.
I know.
Like,
I
what
wish
is
they
their
would do that.
interest?
I'm very enclosed in like a bubble, so like I don't really interact with many people, and so like there's not really much of a reason for people to talk about me. So that's why, good and bad thing, by the way. But like, yeah, like I don't really have anything.
I think if it's one thing from being a public personality that had to face like these rumors and like how they affect me and like people's perception of me, is that when I hear rumors now, I like want to do my own research. Like, I never
Yes.
take it as face value ever, like, because I'm like, I've been in that position and I know how shitty it feels.
Well, we went from an era where whatchamacallit, silence was seen as the best answer to rumors, to an era where when social media came in, if you're silent, it means you're guilty.
Like, you're agreeing.
Yeah,
That's
and,
like,
and it's
yeah.
awful. If you're a public figure, that is like the worst fucking thing ever. I just happen all the time. And like, if your first reaction, like defense to your statement, is bad, people will hold it against you for fucking life.
So dumb.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so scary.
But
how
your
fast-
first defense needs to happen immediately. It needs to come out like as soon as you see it.
It's scary how fast people snowball onto like a popular opinion, and it just like keeps going and going. And at that point, I would feel so cornered. Like, what do I do?
It's like opposite of our justice system. Like, innocent until proven
You're
guilty.
guilty
You're
until
guilty
proven
until
guilty.
proven innocent.
Yeah,
That's
no,
like how it is.
It's really bad if you're a public figure. What about you, Sean? If people start shit about you?
No,
Sean's a nice.
I've never been
person.
witch hunted before.
I feel like Sean's just a really nice guy.
But whoa, once you get witch hunted, though, it means like someone like really deeply cares about you
That is true.
in
That
a
is true.
passionate,
That's very true.
hatred way. Like, I'm waiting for my one like crazy stalker to exist. I'm like,
Don't say
cool.
that. You might
Well-
get one.
Wait, does Yvonne have crazy stalkers?
Probably.
She does, for sure.
She's shaking her head. No.
But I'm stronger
you
than
s-
all of them.
Are you?
I will destroy them all.
I don't know. I feel like if you're a girl online, you'll have a crazy stalker if
I
you're
have
somewhat
stalker
popular.
stories.
Mm-hmm.
She has stalker stories. I know Pokey has like 20,
Oh, Pokey.
20
Probably has
plus.
like a folder.
Yeah,
of
some
stalker
people just
stories.
message me, and I'm just like, this is not a convenient
I
question to ask.
I get DM like something to like, hey Lily, can you please pass this message on to
Oh,
Pokey?
I'm pretty
Yes.
sure he DM'd me
All
too.
Wait. I talked to Pokey about that guy because it was a profile picture of a girl. I'm like, you know who she is? And she literally was like, that's a guy who's been stalking me for years. Do not respond to
Oh
him.
my
I know
God,
it's him
it's so
because he
Monka-esque.
always messages me in the same sentence structure all the time on every account that he does, and he always gets banned. And I'm just like,
That's so
Jesus fucking Christ.
You're a champ. Yeah, we are not Pokey messengers.
Yes.
Please don't send us messages to give to Pokey. Not gonna work.
Yeah, people.
Yeah, we just laugh about it with trading messages. Look at this fucker. But yeah. In other news, I've been still trying to find a way to embed my streams on websites.
Is it?
I think it's a cool thing to do.
Thank you, Sean.
Like what? I don't understand what's wrong with it at all.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Okay, maybe there is something intrinsically wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it because Twitch allows it. So, but.
And people sell the service.
It might be a moral gray area. We'll go with that.
But I'm doing it ironically.
No,
I'm boosting my viewership by 50,000. Ironically. So, yeah, I've been trying to find a website to embed my stream because embedded stream counts for viewership now. And people at the Sekiro Guide website, that's what they do. They have 40,000 viewers, but 10 people chatting because Sekiro's popular. Everyone's searching up guides, right? And they're the premium guides. And on the left side of that banner, it's their stream playing. And people do it for League, and I know.
They must make so much money.
Honestly, if it's allowed and you're not gonna get banned, do what you must, host.
Do you think it harms other people that don't do it?
Yes, because you bump them off the ranking. Like someone who would have been on the first row might get bumped to the second row.
And it's so important. That's why on the Twitch algorithm, when you're looking for people on the mobile app, they try not to sort by viewer numbers. I don't know if you know this. They only have like a couple people by viewer numbers, and then when you go past, it starts sorting randomly.
Oh,
or like,
interesting.
I think there's an algorithm based on your preference, somewhat. But yeah, like if you're at the top, it's so much more important.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely clicked on a stream just because I have big number. I'm like, oh, who is this person?
Yeah, it's like literally every Hearthstone streamer had to happen, right? If you're the top Hearthstone streamer, your viewers are like identical, right?
Yep.
They're just looking for the top Hearthstone streamer.
Like, cause you can see who you share your audience with.
It's Lily. By the way, I checked the other day. Me and Lily's audiences are very close.
Sean, have you checked your stats before?
Really weird.
Aww,
like 30%.
I don't know who I'm closest with. Probably Yvonne.
30% plus. It's really weird.
But yeah, being number one is so important, which is why these embedded streams are doing so well. Yeah. Hit me up if you got a website.
You should play League with me more.
All right, Yvonne, do we have any more topics to go today?
No. Well, we do, but
Oh my god, don't say
Wait, what is it?
You didn't tell him to say that?
Oh, Europe stuff?
When you
that is
the other day, that's all they spam.
The meme.
Sean, have you done a lot of research about this?
I'm a Nazi.
I know what I've wrote.
Okay, Sean, break us down.
So Article 13 passed in Europe, and they're still integrating it, so it's not like completely in. But basically, all like website or anything that you make is like, if it's on your platform, you're responsible for it. Similar to like you're responsible for your viewers that go elsewhere.
I'm confused. What's going on?
Okay, if a video on YouTube has like child pornography, YouTube is held accountable for it. So they have to like filter out, like they get in trouble. So Twitch and like YouTube are basically going to be like, oh, like I don't want that. So they just don't have it in Europe. So you'll lose like European viewers. European like citizens probably don't have that much say in it. It's already passed.
So for example, if I upload a Game of Thrones episode onto YouTube in Europe, YouTube would get in trouble.
Yeah.
And as YouTube, they wouldn't want to deal with this shit because it's like millions of people uploading stuff every day, right?
Yeah. It's also like, how can you like filter it, right?
Algorithms. Programs.
Like you definitely have to overcompensate, right? And flag like a bunch of innocent videos too, just like to be safe.
I hate the YouTube copyright strike system, by the way.
A lot of people don't like it.
I just checked my email with my YouTube. I use a separate email. I literally use it for nothing else. My email has 655 messages in it.
About strikes?
600 of them, or 620 of them are about copyright strikes. And they're not copyright strikes of videos I have recently. I got copyright strike on videos in 2014 and 15 that are unlisted. Or like random shit. And I'm just looking at it and I'm just like, what is wrong with people? I like go through it. I'll be like, what the fuck is?
You know, that remember the melodica video I made? each song that I played got copyright strike. Each
How do they split that
single
money?
song
If
got
they,
copyright strike by Disney.
there's like 6
This
copyright
song's from,
strikes.
Square Enix, this song's from Disney,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. Like I got multiple emails in a row.
So
for
even
each
though
song.
Lily had a multi-million view video,
I
she
made
got-
nothing from that.
she made nothing from it.
Yeah.
If there was no copyright strike, that's at least $1,000.
Also, one of my vlogs, we performed Country Road.
Mhm.
A copyright strike.
Really?
From a performance of Country Road. I'm like, whatever.
Now imagine that, but all across Europe for everything.
For everything.
So, blech.
Wait, someone copyright strikes your YouTube video. Do you get anything?
It's not, it's
No.
not
It's copyright
a vlog,
claim.
it can't be
Yeah.
monetized.
Like, did Country Runs get money for your thing?
Yeah,
Is
the
that how it
owner
works?
of
They could choose.
Yeah.
So they could choose to keep it up and get money, or they could choose to
It's demonetized. That's all I know.
demonetize it.
Yeah. There's a
Ooh.
little,
Yvonne
On
keeps
the
making
side
this
is
motion right here, and I'm just like, okay, that's wait.
Yes.
Eat
You're
the
the-
mic.
I'm just saying
Eat
that's
the
what you're
mic.
doing. Why are you so offended?
yeah, it's demonetized.
So what we need to do is get Pokey and Lily to mud wrestle, because last week we said that if we repeal Article 13, Pokimane and Lily Pichu will wrestle in bikinis in a tub of mud. Is that still on, Lily?
Yes.
Yes. We can save the internet.
But
In
Pokemon
you.
in a bikini, mud wrestling.
Mud wrestling.
Think about it.
She has
Really
confirmed
think
it.
about it. She did. She actually said.
For evidence, you could check the last podcast.
Mhm. Are you okay? EU stuff. Are you friends with any EU streamers? Any EU streamers you would like to collab with? Oh yeah, because all those European streamers, they gotta like.
You gotta leave the country.
They gotta leave. They gotta come to America.
here.
Let me think of all the European streamers I know.
I would like to collaborate with.
I think No Way's pretty funny. I met him, but he's like a League of Legends streamer. I don't know if you guys know him. He's pretty funny. Aside from that, I don't really talk to any European streamer.
All the European Hearthstone players, because they are much better than the NA
Greek.
players. Greek. Oh yeah,
yeah.
Greek will have to come to NA
It's for the content.
for the content.
Con-
Let's hear
content.
British. All right.
Harry Potter.
Wait, is Harry Potter British?
Are you serious?
Dude, I didn't even. I watched the first
You
movie.
didn't
I
like
never
my
read the
British
books.
accent?
You didn't read the books?
Been
No, it
practicing
was way
hard.
too long.
Did you watch all the
I think
movies?
it's-
I watched the first
Collaborating
one.
with him was very fun.
You know, like Jaina Proudmoore,
Trying
right?
really
She
hard.
like she can like cast Blizzard and Flame Strike from Hearthstone, right? That's
Yeah.
cool. Arcane missiles.
Okay.
And then I watch Harry Potter. He lifts a feather. I'm like, that's not really like a wizard. That's
My-
like a child. It's too like it's the magic is too weak.
So did you watch the World of Warcraft movie?
Yeah, it was great.
What?
What?
I thought it was great.
What?
I thought I did a good job at making a movie for someone who doesn't know anything about Warcraft.
Okay.
Because
there
I
you go,
watched it with
context.
Yvonne, and I'm like, I think this is gonna suck. You're not gonna know like who Thrall, like any of the characters. I left. I'm like,
Wait,
oh.
Yvonne, you enjoyed the movie?
Yvonne has only played Hearthstone,
Oh, that's-
so like when they make like a meme reference, Yvonne doesn't really get
That's
it.
why they're together. They share very similar terrible opinions.
I like burnt chicken. That's like the only weird thing I eat.
You like burnt chicken?
Like dry chicken.
Wait,
You like
eat-
Fried
chicken?
That's the only weird thing I like eating, though.
Why? That's
I grew up, and my mom would leave
sandpaper.
the stove on, and she would go work because she worked from home, and then she'd come back, it's burnt, and she's like, "Well, I already made it," and she gives it to me and my
Wait,
sister.
she did this like multiple times.
Yeah, so if you no, Yvonne saw it. Like, if you ask my mom, she'll like give you food that's like burnt, and like me, my sister, and my mom all like it, and my dad's like, "That's disgusting."
Okay, all right. Sean likes burnt food.
He likes burnt chicken.
Hey, we all have weird stuff about
This is why
ourselves.
Sean's not behind the camera, because as a public figure, you can't have opinions like that.
We can collab with PewDiePie.
Is he?
He's European. He's Swedish.
Of course.
Oh.
Does he still do that?
I don't know.
It's PewDiePie.
I don't think he does.
I haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
PewDiePie is really interesting. He went from like he's superstar, then like people hated him, and then he became back. He went like transcended and came back.
He was like only a gamer before, right? Like his content was like video.
He was
game.
like Minecraft, like
Now it's like
overreaction.
reactions.
meme
in
review.
general.
Yeah.
Yeah, he reviews a lot. Yeah.
I think
You know what?
he's a really
Like a
interesting
yeah,
guy.
it's
Good job,
definitely
Katie
very.
He's killing it.
strange to see like someone so hated, like treated like mainstream normie YouTube trash, to becoming like, yeah, PewDiePie, he's so woke.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a meme to love him though, isn't it? Like
No, not anymore. People love him now.
Like his content's legitimately
Honestly,
pretty good.
When you're at that level, you will have haters. Anyway,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, like new PewDiePie fan, they might not know like PewDiePie was very like, he was like just the Justin Bieber of YouTubers,
Yeah.
where you get made fun of if you watch them unironically.
Actually, just like that, Justin Bieber is like actually like he also.
It's an
changed
occasion,
things.
guys. Okay, it's like a pendulum. Like,
Yeah.
That's
the other
true.
way, right?
You have to go through the hate.
You know who else is like that? Justin Timberlake.
Like he got made fun of being in the boy band.
Yeah, and then he went off by himself, and then all his shit was
It's a
sick.
So next up would
That's
be
true.
Ninja.
all his stuff was
Yes,
sick.
that's
Ninja.
true.
Yeah,
going
actually,
through-
yeah.
He needs to. He hasn't done it yet. People still hate him, but like
But
eventually
it will go
He just
back.
hangs in there and it swoops
he'll
back.
swing the other way.
He's actually become more like his old self recently, because he like criticizes Fortnite a lot more on social media and like.
Wait, his old self is like a raging.
Okay,
like,
less. I'm more like it, not specifically like it. I'm just saying like it feels like he's more natural and free flowing. I think he had that one year he was God, right?
Yeah.
Made like $10 million a month plus.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then after he gets $100 million plus, well, you don't need any more money. So he's just like chilling. And I think that's coming out more.
So what I'm learning is to achieve great admiration, you must first wade through great hatred.
like Jesus.
like
What?
Jesus.
Like people hated Jesus.
Well, he went
when-
through like the most hate.
yeah, he
Like-
got nailed
like-
to a cross.
Like
people really
people
hated
overly
Jesus.
hated Jesus.
And now you could say Jesus is the most beloved historical figure because Jesus is real.
And
So-
he's in all of us.
Okay.
So, anything you guys want to talk about before we wrap up? What are your any personal plans, Sean? What do you have going on?
Oh, I'm going back home next weekend to see my cat.
What?
Just your cat.
Okay, and like
You
my
think
mom.
he can leave?
It goes your cat and then your mom.
I will be passing off my duties to someone else.
Who?
Albert?
Probably Albert.
Probably Albert. No
Or
one else.
you're gonna see some random guy at the laptop I found off Craigslist, but I'll make sure he's good.
Okay.
I can do it.
You sure you don't want the Craigslist guy?
No.
I mean, if Yvonne could do it and fuck up for only 14 seconds, I could probably do it.
Whoa! Yvonne didn't screw up.
That was good.
I did it, right?
Much.
You did fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Fine.
Yvonne did a great job. All right, what about you, Skara?
Actually,
It's gotta be something, man.
yeah.
You got something, right?
I mean, aside from trying to stream every day this year, which I don't know if
You
I can
haven't
do,
broken the record yet.
I've not done it.
Wait, did you stream today?
Wait, has anyone
Yeah,
done
I'm streaming
that?
after this.
Okay.
Yeah, it was in RuneScape Screamer, which is where the original idea came from. He streamed every day in the year, and he had like a thing where he could only stream. He had to stream at least 4 hours. He said it got really hard near the end.
That sounds really hard.
So I'm like, what, a fourth of the way through the year? I'm good so far. It's been no problem. But like, I've been trying to think of something else for me to do because I've been kind of getting in a
Play
week.
League with Lily?
I mean, aside from like my streaming, like play League with myself or you or all that
Draw?
stuff.
I'll teach you how to draw. I'll teach you piano.
That might okay. We already gave up on piano, Lily.
Why'd you give up on piano?
But,
you were doing so well.
But one of the things I wanted to do was actually do like a new video series. But I hate doing guides. Guides are so bad for League of Legends because I feel like the idea of guides, like they just get outdated like this. You always have to constantly update them. I actually like. Okay, I don't really want to say the word cringe, but I cringe when I see a lot of guides because I'm just like, this is just really stupid. Like this is just really awful. There's a handful of guides I think are good and like a ton I think are terrible. But I've been thinking about trying to do a YouTube series where I just talk about the stuff that I'm playing and why I do it. I think that's kind of interesting. But I haven't. I talked about it with my editor a lot, and we've thrown back ideas. I just haven't materialized it. That's what I'm doing in my off time right now.
All right, Lily, you don't have anything.
I have something now.
Oh, yay!
I made a new Instagram for my art. Please follow.
Wait, go ahead and plug it. This channel.
Yeah, plug it.
This channel is for everyone.
Plug it.
You
Plug
should
it.
feel bad.
Plug
This
it.
is me to
All right, follow her at Lily
I don't
Peach
wanna- I
Chew,
don't wanna do it
at
anymore.
Lily Pup Chew, at
Lily Pichu art.
Stay comfy, too.
Stay comfy, chew.
Stay comfy, chew.
Stay comfy was taken. So, I
So you have Lily Pichu, Lily Pup Chew, and Lily. Wait, Stay comfy, chew.
So why did you decide to make a new one for your art when you could just
Oh.
use your current one?
No, people always ask me, do you have a place where you put all your art? I currently don't have a single place where it's.
Why
like,
don't you just have an
consistent.
art station and
I
just
don't
put?
want to make an art station. I feel like when I look at art station, it's like really good art, and I just doodle and scribble, and I don't think my quality.
What about that? Don't laugh. Don't even smile. What about a DeviantArt?
I was literally about to ask that.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Well, I'm serious.
But
He was
me,
about to
I
ask
think
that.
it's easier for me to do Instagram because I'm already on Instagram so much anyway. It's just more convenient for me.
Do people still use DeviantArt?
I don't even know.
It's for deviants.
Do people? Actually, I don't know.
Yvonne does. She just made a little face.
Eat the
Oh,
mic.
eat the mic, yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Eat the mic. As for me,
What about Sean?
Yeah, I'm going back home.
Oh yeah, shit. You started. Never mind.
I'm gonna hit Challenger soon.
Yes. Wait, are you close?
No. If I'll see you there. We'll
Yes.
both be there. Alright, cool.
as for me, I have my Hearthstone expansion stream.
Wait a minute, like everyone's playing, but when I plug, why did you guys like groan?
Wait, I groaned.
You guys both just groaned. And
You can feel
cringed.
free
I
to
groaned for
cringe
him.
for me.
But
Wait,
wait,
I
why,
groaned for
why was
him.
what I said cringe? I don't understand.
Can you not interrupt
Lily.
me?
Okay, go
Lily.
on. Go on,
Wait,
go on,
plug your
go on.
Instagram.
Lily, I groaned for you and him. I'm an equal.
He's an
opportunity
equal groaner.
Okay,
Yeah.
groan louder for him. Louder.
It's for chat. It's not for you. Like I'm not gonna go like
What the
that. Why are you laughing?
That's not groan. That's a moan.
Someone's gonna clip that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can we make that alert on your donation alert? Please do. Okay. Go on.
Hearthstone stream on the 9th. I can see myself burning out of Hearthstone this year if things don't change.
Really? Yes. Oh, okay.
Didn't you say that?
I think
last
I
year?
expansion's
feel
like
like
hella
I've heard
cool.
this.
It's
before.
reaching a boiling point more and more.
Oh, I'm not boiling.
What if they release expansions like every 2 months?
Every
that be fast
2
enough?
months.
Because I feel the same thing as you. Like I hate when I go away from Hearthstone and I come back and it's the exact same decks. I'm like, oh well, I'll come back later.
Yeah, it's not easy, but we'll see. Other than that, I'll be in my room streaming the game of Hearthstone that I love.
And a door.
That I love. Check it out. All right, chat and YouTube viewers, because we care about both platforms equally. Equally. Thanks for watching today. We don't have to tell you to like, comment, subscribe, because you did it at the
Already.
beginning of the video. And if you didn't, expect a visit from us.
Sean specifically.
That's
That's
a
why
good
he's
thing.
leaving.
They want a visit from you.
But they want to visit from Sean. Look at this guy. Look how intimidating he looks with this
Pink beanie.
beanie.
Don't mess.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 11th ever offline TV podcast.
Really?
Is it really 11?
It is.
That's so many. Can we stop now?
No, we want to hit 1,000 podcast. Will we be alive in 1,000th podcast?
Oh yeah.
That's
do it every week
That's
for 52.
1,000 weeks, right?
Yes,
How
that's
much-
it's
52 weeks in a year.
Yes,
So 20 years?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's a real high
I'm
chance.
hoping to be alive.
I'm not gonna
One
be alive
of
for
like
that.
at least one person here is dead in 20 years.
Like by natural causes or
No,
by...
not natural. Like accidents happen,
Accidents like 1 in 8.
Revenge.
Like that's a lot.
and resentment happens,
Oh.
and accident like emotion losing control happens.
When do you think that's gonna happen?
This is
like,
when you do the zoom in on Twitch.
yeah. When do you think that's gonna happen? Like one of the Twitch cons leading up, like one of the 20 Twitch cons.
Mm,
You know what? I'm gonna tweet about the podcast this time.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, I'm gonna look at the safety
Please? What
regulations
should I
for
say?
TwitchCon.
Also, why you do
What is
that?
the
you know
best?
what? I'm gonna retweet
Why you
Poki's
did that?
tweet.
I'm gonna
then.
go grab the Ethernet
You
cable.
know what?
What is
I'm
the
gonna
best, like,
retweet Yvonne's
clickbaity?
tweet.
People happy. Please watch our podcast.
There we go.
XD.
Please.
X D.
Thanks, Zoe.
Lily.
Wouldn't want to be you.
Who's that girl? That girl's mean.
I'm your host, Disguised Toast.
And we're missing Albert, so you have to start over again.
So happy.
I'm your host, Disguised Toast.
The host with the most.
I'm not a ghost.
You like to boast.
You live on the coast.
Offline TV has no Twitter GIFs. Who are we? GIFs?
Don't look at
GIFs?
me. The person who runs offline TV Twitter is over there.
All right, Albert. We have our production guy, Albert. How you doing, Albert?
I'm feeling a little bit sick. I'm not sure if it's residual hungoverness or I'm actually getting sick. Probably the latter.
Albert here hung out with Michael Reeves, a YouTuber. And tell us what he brought you for the stream.
So for those who don't know, Michael Reeves is I guess like a technology YouTuber, coder. He builds machines that shouldn't exist in order to torture other people and himself. And so his most recent invention is a beer cup that measures how fast you drink beer at, and you set your own pace. And if you can't drink it in time, it tases you. So he brought it on stream, but lowered
Promoting alcoholism.
lowered the voltage
Cool.
so that it
Cool.
would,
It forces you to drink alcohol at a very fast rate.
yeah.
Honestly, that sounds fucking beast. But you're immune to it, right?
I don't know. Like, so the first time I drank it faster than the time I set because I thought it would take me longer, and then so I had to fill it up again so that I could get the clip. You know, because like in my head, it's like the clip is me trying to drink it, can't drink it fast enough, and then get shocked and I eat it across the room. Like that was like the plan in my head. And then the second time it happened, I'm like, wait, is it not working? And then we like checked it and it was like, it should be working. The third time he just manually did it. And then I was like, I kind of feel something, but it doesn't hurt.
Wow.
And then he tries it and then shocks himself. So I'm like,
You have no feelings
It's-
on the outside.
He
but
has
feelings
thick
on the inside.
hand skin.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what it is. Thick hand skin.
Calluses developed over years of technical work.
yes.
And lots of card tricks.
Yes.
And
Ooh,
vowel
that's actually might be relevant. All right, we are also joined by Pokimane,
Hey.
who has returned from her Europe trip.
Woohoo!
How was Europe?
It was pretty dope.
What was the best thing about Europe?
Me.
Probably not wrong.
To be honest, Paris was incredible. Berlin.
Whoa, we got German
Throw
fans.
it out there.
Berlin was alright. It was cool. To be fair, I didn't get to see much
Scheiße.
in Berlin, but it was very gray, you know.
What did you eat in Berlin?
I had schnitzel. Is that what it's called?
Schnitzel?
That was
That's
pretty cool.
sausage, right?
No,
No.
it's like fried.
Oh, fried meat.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like breaded meat or something, fried meat. It's weird.
Yes.
When I went to Germany, all I ate was potato, cheese, and meat, and bread.
That sounds great.
Nothing else. I did not go to the bathroom once in the 1 week I was in Germany.
Whoa!
I was like, when I came back to Canada and I had some veggie, it was like,
Oh, okay. I don't need.
The great release.
Oh God.
but how was TwitchCon EU since you were the only representative?
Which makes me very sad. Everybody missed you guys a lot. TwitchCon EU was like the first year of TwitchCon NA. And I don't know if any of you guys went to the first year of TwitchCon NA.
thank God.
I also went. I've been at every single TwitchCon. And basically, it's probably the first version of any convention. You go and you're like, well, there wasn't much, but there was my friends. And with every year, they bring more and more, you know? Yeah.
So, I'm sorry you had to go. But
No, I really enjoyed myself. I really, really did.
okay, let's cut out Paris from the picture, okay?
Uh-huh.
And let's cut out that you're one of the 3 pictures on the official Twitch.tv ad of
Really?
TwitchCon EU. Yes.
Oh, that's so
Who's the other
nice.
two?
It was like pictures of like crowds and like groups of people, and then it was like TwitchCon EU crowd, and then there's just one thing of just Pokey's face, and I'm just like,
That means she is worth 1,000 people.
I know.
We can
That's
sacrifice
so
1,000 lives.
Did you really not see this?
No.
Oh my God! When I saw this, I was like, wait a sec.
Oh my god, I want to see that.
The face of Twitch.
Oh,
both EU and NA.
Chill. To be fair, it baffles my mind how many fans come up to me.
Yeah,
for a
Kimmy
picture.
said
It's
you were
crazy.
like Taylor Swift
That's so nice.
with the amount of swarms you attracted.
That's really nice.
And finally, we are joined by Skara. Hello, Skara.
I got swindled yet again on this show by Sean.
What does that mean?
So every week Sean asks me this question that's not really a question. He says, and I get this in my DMs every week.
Same.
Scar, would you like to be on the podcast? And the way he phrases it is like he's such a nice guy. You can't ever say no.
Same.
Because if you say no and you hurt his feelings, you'll feel bad.
Yep. You're hurting yourself.
I know. So it's like I inflict less pain to myself by coming on this show every week. I kind of like you guys a little bit.
Today, let's start off with a spicy one.
Okay.
Oh.
Blackface. Sean, we're gonna have to skip on ahead. All that like story stuff, you know, who gives a shit about us? They want to hear about blackface.
Okay, don't worry.
True.
Oh, really?
Really?
Did you read the
Pog.
title?
Are you able to show chat a picture or?
He already did.
Dude.
Oh,
He's way ahead of you.
Damn,
Look at
Sean.
that goddamn editing.
So, a streamer by the name of Karu Pups was banned on Twitch for cosplaying as Lifeline, which is an Apex character that is black. So, she, as you can see, darkened her face. And Twitch was like, you know what? This is kind of offensive. And they banned her. So, let's start off with the question. Should she have been banned?
I think in the current social economic state, yes.
Oh, whoa. We're talking about socioeconomic climate now. Holy shit, let's go.
No,
Words.
dead ass. And like I hear a lot. I've heard both sides quite a lot. And it's like if we were in a perfect world where there isn't so much, you know, black history and et cetera, and it wasn't wrong and it was okay for anybody to try to pretend to be any other race or gender or etc., then sure, it wouldn't be bad. But currently, yes, it's bad.
Should she have been banned?
I mean, there has to be some kind of...
Should she have been banned? Albert.
I mean, it's the kind of thing where
These
I feel
motherfuckers
like
ain't answering my question. No, go
it's the
ahead.
kind of thing where I feel like she's not from NA, right?
I think she's Russian.
Right? And so I think for a lot of like North American, like because like the United States is such a diverse group of people, and because there's so many different cultures, obviously there's going to be a lot of different groups that have been like oppressed in different ways. So when you do blackface or any type of like donning the skin color of another race, you're kind of getting like, especially for entertainment or for comedy, right? It's like you're getting the benefits of becoming that race, and then you can just wash your face and you get to live your normal privileged life. Like that's pretty much the main, or one of the main arguments against blackface, right? So you basically can ignore an entire history of cultural oppression and just, you know, haha, it was just a joke, or it's like I'm appreciating
just for
just for
a cosplay.
cosplay. And I don't think people from like other countries like really know like the magnitude of that kind of act.
Ramifications.
They're like, oh, I'm just like respecting the culture, and to them, like I think they generally do believe that, but to a lot of people, it's like they haven't done their research. They're like disrespecting their culture.
What about you, Scar?
I would say probably just a warning if this is Twitch's official stance. Like for me, maybe I'm too understanding. Like we talk about this shit a lot, right? Even on the podcast, you're like, wow, Scar, you're very understanding of this. I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't care. Look, you can be whoever you want to be. If you want to identify as a fucking attack helicopter, go for it, you know? As long as you're not like gunning people down in the streets, I'm like, okay, you know, I'm not going to be there like defending what you can believe. And so in this situation, like what if she just really loves cosplay, or she really wants to be true to the cosplay in this situation? Like, is it offensive? For some people it may be, and for me, I like personally, I'm just like, I don't care. Like it looks closer to what they look like in the game by her doing this. And it's not like, I feel like it could have been really offensive with it. Like having like, I don't know, doing it much more poorly, or like with I don't know. like a darker shade. I legit I have no idea, but I think she did it in like a relatively unoffensive way, in my opinion, and I don't necessarily personally have any problem with this. But it's obviously Twitch's stance as a platform to just be like, hey, you know, we didn't want to be touching racism or race in any sign, so they can just be like, fuck you, get out of here, you know? And that's probably better for safety. It's the same thing for YouTube, right? YouTube doesn't want to deal with like even fringe cases of abuse that other people call them out on, so they're just like, no.
Yeah, I mean, when you think traditional blackface from like the
minstrel shows,
40s, it's
Yeah.
like really exaggerated, really black, and like really red lips kind of deal.
Right, you
Whereas
know?
this one, like, I don't think she went overboard with trying to be Lifeline from Apex. Like, that's about her shade.
What if she was just like, oh, I didn't even mean this for this to happen. I just got a tan, and to be honest, I stayed in the tanning bed a little too long. I would have been like, well, shit, you know, maybe, you know, it's
she
not that
played it
bad.
on stream, so
Oh, okay, never mind. never mind.
I have a better question. Just a little YOLO, but a little saucy maybe.
Okay, a little saucy. Okay, I like that.
I feel like it's hard to be in the cosplay community and not think twice about doing something like this. I find that a little hard to believe because it's something that is pretty widely frowned upon, and there's a reason you don't see it very often. So what if she did this knowing there could be this potential backlash? Potential positive attention, potential negative attention, but either way, it's more attention, you know? Just a thought.
all press is good press.
That's something like I would do, where it's like,
True.
yeah, like I force Twitch to not take action, which sets a precedence, or take action, which is like, whoa, what's up, Twitch? You racist or something? It's tough because I've heard cosplayers who cosplay as a character, but they're not that character's race. So like a white version of Black Panther or a black version of Superman. And then even when they do that, people are still upset. It's like, why are you changing the race of the character, huh? It's like, okay, now here we have someone who's respecting the race of the character, and now she's doing blackface and getting banned. Like, I don't know. If they didn't take action, nobody thinks this was a good idea. Everyone knows this was a terrible idea. But it's like, if they allow this, would like some of those troll streamers, those IRL streamers, it's like, well, I'm gonna cosplay as Black Panther, takes paint and paint them black. It's like, whoa, what's wrong? You know, we can't cosplay as black characters, right? And then, because like a lot of them race bait as a, you know, content when they do their podcast.
Counter it, Scara.
Okay, I have a question. So I was cosplayed All Might like a couple months ago, right? Do you remember this?
Yes.
And during the cosplay, the thing that Stella used as like inspiration for the cosplay was a specific comic panel where part of my face was dark due to how the shadow crossed the face. So she tried to make it very comic like, where I blackened or she blackened part of my face. And I got accused of blackfacing there by a couple people. So I have a question.
That's just Pepega.
Well, I mean, like,
That's just them being stupid.
Yeah.
Because it's like shadows casting from your angular features.
but it covered
And it's like comic book
half
style.
of my face and like this, you know?
Yes,
So-
but what you were replicating was a comic book style of shadowing, not another race.
Yeah.
like effects makeup.
Yeah, Scar. Like, I'm very culturally sensitive.
What if she says that's effects makeup?
Her whole face is a shadow.
It's
What was that?
yeah.
It's a claim.
It's a white lifeline under an umbrella. That's what it was called.
Why didn't she just say that and evade the ban?
Yeah, it was an umbrella. You guys couldn't see. I don't know. I don't think ban's really harsh in my opinion, because it didn't seem malicious.
I think most of the stuff is just about intent. Like, if her intent was actually like, you know, even what Pokey was like propositioning that like another person would do would be like if she was race baiting on purpose, you know, that would be fucking wild. Then it's like, okay, get banned.
But there's no way to know.
Yeah,
that.
exactly. There's no way to know, and it's like, I don't know. It seemed like pretty, like again, maybe I'm just too understanding. Like I do not care what other people do as long as it does not harm other people.
But that's because you're not of the class that would probably be offended.
People can make Asian jokes all the fucking time, and you know what? I laugh at that shit.
Yeah,
you know?
but jokes is different from like if someone was like cosplaying an Asian character and then they just like, I don't know, like taped their eyelids back and like did a bunch of dumb shit. Like, wouldn't that be a little weird for you to see?
True. I may not. I'm not saying like I accept racism. Okay, I'm just saying that like there's
as
a
you said,
line.
like, what if that person's intention wasn't to be racist? So just cosplay. Just under an umbrella.
Where they like tape their eyelids and then start going around being like ching chong ching chong.
Yeah.
You thinking that would be not okay? I would at that point be like, you must be very unintelligent if you think that's what the play. I guess there's always a line, right? But for me, I'm more tolerant of a lot of stuff when it comes to, I mean, everything. I guess apathy is a real problem. You know, right here.
Now, when they made the Avatar movie, didn't they have a white kid play Aang?
Pretty much whitewashed like the whole film.
And then an Indian guy played another Asian guy.
Or let's not talk about that movie. No one talked about that shit because the movie itself was ass. It's like one of the worst movies of all time.
It would have been better if they had an Asian actor in the Asian.
Probably still would have been bad.
Higher toes.
Yeah.
What? That's what they do in the movie. Airbending.
God.
It's okay. I'm Asian, so I can't be racist against other Asians. All right. So to sum up,
Don't do this shit.
don't. I don't want to be the one who tell people not to cosplay as other races. You know what? Do what you want.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, do whatever you want.
Do what you want, but realize platforms can ban you.
I'm gonna say if something is generally seen or accepted as being offensive, maybe don't do that thing.
What if they're like envelope pushers?
Yeah, I don't think that's typically the case unless it is accompanied by like large discussion and giving context and saying that that's the purpose.
All right, so we're gonna be the next. Are we gonna be pushing the envelope next time? All of us are gonna blackface.
Let me ask
we're gonna
you
make
guys.
a company statement about it.
What if someone cosplay as a white character and make themselves lighter? Do you think they would have been banned? Oh shit!
Guys, we're better than this. Reverse racism is like not really a thing. Come on.
Maybe.
I know what I'm doing. Next time I want to push the envelope.
Oh my god.
All right, let's move on.
Black history, white history, very different. Therefore, how we view these situations also got
Chinese history is different too. We had dragons apparently.
Wait, we had dragons?
Then you see the dragons, you know?
What happened to them?
I have no idea.
Oh, right. The meteor killed them.
Yes, thousands of years. I actually know nothing about Chinese history. I'm going to be honest. We had a lot of dynasties.
A lot of
thousands of years of it.
Next up, we have the Jordy X3. So apparently a streamer got charged back $5,000 6 months after the donation.
Sorry, go on.
Wait, I thought it was more. Like I thought it was like some obscene.
I didn't hear
amount,
about
like,
this. Do you guys
I thought
know
it was
about
like
this?
50,000.
Sean, break it down.
This is an obscene amount of money. 5,000 is a lot.
Wait, okay, maybe I'm just misremembering it.
So basically, the chargeback policy is 6 months. This guy did it 2 days
Before?
Wow.
And he's like a kid. Well, I think he's young, so like he basically it went negative.
Did she fight it?
Yeah, but PayPal's like, yo, nothing we can do.
What?
We're gonna let it go back.
No
I'm guessing
way.
the streamer
No, did
spent.
she? Is this like after she gets? Was this after he got the charge back, or was it after he got the charge back and fought it?
I think this was after he got charged back and fought it. I'm pretty sure he showed like he was.
That PayPal accepted it?
Yeah. Like PayPal
That's
accepted
bullshit. Because typically, like, if your viewer messages you and they said some shit like that, you could use that as evidence against them.
Yep.
And fight the chargeback.
He took screenshots of like Twitter DMs, and this guy like maliciously did this because he like hates him.
There is a chance that, like, especially if it was a kid, that they used like someone else's, like their parents' credit card, in which case it would be unauthorized and it would have to go
So
through.
to break
Either
it
way,
down,
that's bullshit.
Yeah, kid donating massive amounts of monies to streamers, and then like before
the 6-month chargeback.
The 6-month chargeback policy kicks in, he reverses it. Like for big streamers, we don't really.
I've been in a situation like that when I was
A small
in debt
streamer.
in university. Yeah.
And did you like spend the money already, kind of?
I didn't spend money till like 6 months ago, so no. But it still like affected me really, really negatively because this wasn't even one donation. And I never even spoke about this because I was like, if I talk about this, even though like I don't really have money, if I talk about this, I was scared of incentivizing people to do the same thing.
Yeah, to
So I just like kept it to myself. But it like really it stressed me out so fucking much because it was like, let's say 50 donations over the span of like 60 months. And so it's not just all that money, which was maybe like 1,000-ish tops. It was for every single chargeback, $20 was also subtracted from my account. I don't know if you guys know that or if the viewers know that, but for every chargeback, there's an accompanying $15 to $20 every time that chargeback goes through. So you could charge back $2, but you'll lose $22 if like they win the chargeback.
Is the chargeback fee like a constant fee, or is it percentage of the amount?
I'm pretty sure it's a constant fee. That's why it's fucked up. Unless they've changed it recently, but it used to be a constant fee. Yeah.
I think it was. Oh, I actually don't remember. I think when I did research, it was like flat fee up until a certain point, or a percentage depending on the amount.
Yeah.
But at the very least, flat fee for like $2.
Yeah, no, so I did remember correctly. So the same guy, I think, charged Soda $50K, but then failed. And I don't think it went through.
The chargeback?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
I just remember reading some.
Or do you mean the donation didn't go through? Because if that donation went through, I think everybody would have known about that.
I'm not sure exactly, but I know it was like a $50K chargeback.
Oh wow!
Whoa.
Jesus.
All I know is like stuff like this is the reason why streamers are hesitant to get really excited about big donations. Like I know,
Yeah, it ruined my excitement for any donation for like 3-4 months.
like
Someone would send money, I'd be like, thanks.
yeah, like I remember Lily got a large donation, and people were like really pissed. Like wow, she didn't even react to that donation, and like Lily gets like really upset on that stuff because like it's happened to her. Like for me, my community is really nice, and I feel like I'm a guy, so like guys automatically don't get charged back as much, like just by default. So like I remember, oh god, when it's selling points to Twitch bits, they came up to me. They're like, okay, you have no idea what we're gonna do. We're gonna revolutionize the industry. So Twitch bits, we're gonna get money, and they can't charge it back. And they're like, you, Scar, how much money have you gotten charged back since your streaming career? I'm like, in 4 years I got charged back 3 times, and they're just like. And I'm like I didn't even fight them. They're like $3. I'm like, dude, if you charge back for this shit, keep your money. I don't even care, you know? Yeah. And like literally in the 7 years that I've streamed, I've got charged back less than 10 times.
Yo, this one dude, this was also while I was in university. He donated like $100 to me, and then 2 weeks later charged it back. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Like that's $120 straight out of my bank account. He's like, yeah, like I don't know, I need like money for groceries and shit. I'm like, am I a motherfucking bank where I need to give money out when you take money out of me?
Oh, someone donated the night before. He was really drunk, and he donated and said he was drunk, and then he loved me. And it was like a $50 plus donation. And then the day after, he was like, yo, can you refund me? Like, I actually didn't mean to donate you that.
And that happened to me like 2 weeks ago.
And I was like, yeah, sure, I don't even care.
No, this dude actually, and like I'll get like triple digit donos, like 100 plus, like every now and then. It's like, whoa, pog, you know? And that guy did it, and he's been around my stream for so long. I was like, wow, so exciting. And you know, like top dono looks like thick as fuck, you know, like it's a nice number, and he's like soaking in the glory from the chat the whole stream. The stream ends, and he's like, yeah, you can keep the first donation, but can you like send back the other 3?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was like a public flex thing.
He was trying to flex, and he couldn't even back it up.
Ooh, that's a
So I
bad,
kept
man.
like a quarter of like the overall donation amount. You know what I mean?
That was nice of you to charge.
Fucking mean, man.
Yeah. I mean, like, I told the story, but like recently I
sorry for
had a
coughing.
message from like this guy who said, oh, I lost my job. I can barely afford rent with me and my wife. We're living in like Warsaw, Poland, something. I'm like, wow, this is depressing. And like they asked for the money back, and it's like 1 year. And I went back and looked. I looked up his email, and it's like, yeah, he donated $50 and then $50. I was like, I refunded it. I sent it directly to him. It's like, don't donate money
unless you can really afford it.
Yeah, like, cause I mean, not to speak for everyone on this table except maybe Pokey, but you know.
Stop.
You know? So like,
sorry.
You don't have to donate. Like, I like $5 donation, $2 donations. Like,
yeah,
text to speech or just a nice message. That's fine. $1,000 donation. Hey, you're the biggest inspiration of my life,
so
and without
liability.
you know, I wouldn't want to go on in this world. It's like pump the brakes kind of deal.
I only want someone to donate like 100+ if that is like an average man's $5-10. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like only have the bank account to match it
Only
up,
they
or
can
like
flex.
please,
Yeah.
If this
yeah.
Life savings.
Yeah, please, especially if you're a student, like just don't give me money. Just spam my fucking chat. Just meme the shit out of my chat, please.
Like, do you ever feel sad when like people like, I'm sorry I can't sub to you this month?
Yeah,
you know?
I'm
But,
like,
just don't.
Just like watch the stream. Like that's more
Yeah.
than like I just rather have people like participating than being like
To
all subbed.
everyone watching, just know that your +1 in the viewer count is very, very, very valuable
Or
and very
if you
appreciated.
go on your phone or your iPad,
+2.
+2.
You got any
+3.
other electronics?
Oh my.
Does your mom have an Amazon Prime account?
Like, the best thing you can do for a streamer, like, not even just a subscription, the best thing you can do is, like, if you're happy about the shit that they do, tell your friends, you know? Be like, hey, dude, I watched this last Toast stream, and honestly, it was dope. He had a 100% win rate deck, and it was beast.
Oh yeah, another thing you can do to help, back them up on social media, so
Yeah.
that when people randomly decide to get pissed over nothing, you know, it's not
can
all
shit on
one-sided. Thanks, everybody. All right, next, Dizzy streamed alongside XQC and Moxie, and they were arguing in the squad. Do we have a clip of that? Roll it.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wait, can we hear it?
Yeah.
Louder.
I gotta turn it up.
Sorry guys. I want to hear this because I actually haven't seen this. at all.
Louder. I haven't seen this either. Usually I see all the clips.
Pump it louder.
Oh! Oh my.
Can you make this guy say sorry? One of us at least.
That's all you, man.
Is this QXC?
XQC.
XQC, sorry.
2, 1, and goodbye. Say sorry. Say sorry, I'm not kidding.
Oh!
Fucked up. You got me fucked up, cuz.
What?
So they're having like a debate or like a
Yeah, like a fight.
in the backyard.
Confused.
I mean, this is Dizzy's point of view, but you can see in the bottom left, Moxie and XQC's
XQC.
down, and Moxie's like rezzing but not rezzing and not rezzing over and over again, telling him to say
So
sorry.
guys just had a 1v3.
What? That's what happened?
Yeah.
The only thing I noticed in that stream was I thought Dizzy's tracking was worse than his normal skill level. So I thought that was a bad indication of his actual skill, and that's it. Like the
That's
other
pretty
stuff,
good, I think.
like he's actually fucking incredible. Like,
Yeah.
but like the other stuff, I just toned out. It's like I had to actually focus on them fighting for me to be like, oh,
So,
what are we?
does anyone have more context on this? Basically, they were just like arguing.
I mean, it's setting up the question of, are you guys ever conscious of other people's stream that could be affected with how you act or what you say? Oh, no, streaming with other people are, you know, not easy. Have you guys ever been like offended by another streamer? Or, like,
Yes.
While you're streaming,
while you're streaming?
What do you mean?
but you can't say anything.
Like if
because-
you're playing like League of Legends with a couple of them and like something was said or done that made you angry.
Yeah, you can go.
I don't.
No.
It's just like usually what happens is like I'm very good friends with my associate friends. Like everyone in the house or close friends, everyone in the house like understands like the boundaries, right? Like you know exactly like you can't say this shit and you can say this stuff and like the banter's all easy. And then like when you get to like the extended like friends. It's like your friend of a friend or your friend of a friend of a friend, and then like you're not super close with them, and so they can say shit that you're just like, I don't agree with that, or like you don't perfectly morally align with a lot of what they say. Like I just won't play with them in the future. Like it's not a big deal.
Reminds me of like T1 and Mo, like how they recently fought.
Well, I don't know like how much of that are memes and how much.
Oh, that was not a meme.
That was not a meme.
Not at all.
Yeah, he was actually upset.
Pissed. But I think Tyler one like sent the 10K, so maybe they're friends again. I don't really know. For anyone that's missing context, basically, from like, feel free to correct me if I'm saying anything wrong, but I think Mo and I think Trick and someone else were waiting on. We're waiting on Tyler one to join them for Pummel Party, and they had been waiting for him to finish his game. Went a little past whatever, and apparently the game went bad, and Tyler was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna queue up again. And then Mo got pissed because he was basically wasting everyone's time and wasn't valuing their time at all, and he kind of raged at him a little bit, but was arguably frustrated. And then, I mean, obviously Tyler one's not gonna be like, I'm sorry. Just like, fuck it, whatever.
Do you think he like generally wasn't sorry, or do you think it's because of his stream persona? If he like, you know, kind of caved in that moment when like so much eyes are on him, it would make him look bad, like as a brand. Like, do you think like he just had no choice?
Both kind of morph into one, sort of. If that makes sense.
I don't think he's that like kind of person where like his off camera is the same. Like his off camera and his on camera are like similar, and to the where like they morph together. You know, it takes a hard man to apologize. That's all I'm gonna say. It doesn't make you look soft.
I mean, it's kind of understandable. Sometimes, like, if chat is spamming at me, like, all of them...
Yeah,
like,
apparently he was tilted at chat and then, like, canceled on them.
Yeah, which was
Either way,
wrong.
he ended up, like, canceling
All
on
I'm
them.
saying is that's fucking hilarious that happened. I don't know if Trick had a problem with that, but when we were doing scrims for Twitch Rivals and Trick was on... I don't remember what team. He was, like, literally... We like waited longer because he was like playing Apex, just like randomly, like just playing like solo Apex games where we were all in the lobby being like, "Where's Trick, guys? Can we contact him?" Like he's not in the voice comms. We had to go to his stream and be like, "Trick, come on, dude, are you done? Are you almost done?"
Yeah,
happens.
It's definitely not easy collabing with other content creators, especially the ones you don't know really well. Like I play with a few Hearthstone streamers every now and then, and like in like either as co-op or like just playing against one another. Most are fine, but there has been a couple that I've played with that, you know, looking back on it, because I will also watch their side and see like the stuff they were saying, and like sometimes I'll find a particular streamer being like overly aggressive. Like there's banter and there's just like rudeness, and like when that happens in the future,
masked by banter.
Yeah, you just don't play with those people ever again, right?
Yeah.
But if you really care about them, you'll say privately, it's like, hey, you know, I just want to let you know what you said today was uncomfortable. That's been said to me many times.
Ooh.
Wait,
in the house?
By Lily?
No, by people in the house. I'm not gonna say who.
Have I ever sent you that? No, right?
Well,
Okay,
look, if I write out every single person,
well, now I'm gonna start eliminating. Like I'm like, okay, it was. I know who it was. It's fine.
I've said it before to other people too. It's like, hey, what you said today was not cool, and I didn't appreciate it.
Actually, you said that not to me directly, well, maybe, but also about other people, and then that made me realize things about other people and made me look at them differently. You know what I mean?
I know I'm talking about
I know what you mean.
How do you know what I mean and you don't know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Right, because you remember.
Yeah, I remember.
And he's like, I should talk so much, I don't even know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Toast like I'm uncomfortable with yada yada doing yada yada. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
no, that's what I
those
mean.
situations.
Toast, like you saying that about other streamers.
Yeah.
I do say that.
The only time that's ever happened to me where I was uncomfortable was. Should I tell this? It was,
I will never have my feelings hurt.
oh, it's not even about.
Okay, go ahead then.
Oh, it was like It's a situation with Janet where she said something that I was like super offended by. Like,
yeah, I remember this.
Ultra hard offended by. I was so pissed when the stream ended. I was like, should I approach like Toast or do I approach Janet directly?
It wasn't during a stream though, right?
It was during a stream, and it was like.
Because I remember you telling me this, and it wasn't during.
It might not. Okay, it might not even have been on stream.
Yeah, it was like social gathering.
Some situation. It's maybe it was definitely a mafia thing where maybe we
didn't. We were playing mafia.
Yeah,
oh my god,
mafia ruining friendships.
But it wasn't like in the game. It was just like, or it wasn't like had any impact on the game. It just some things he said like really pissed me off.
I remember exactly.
Yeah,
what it was.
and then I was like, do I message Toast? Do I message Jan? I eventually messaged both. No, I only messaged you, and then when
you didn't message. You mentioned it to me because I came into your room.
No, wait, yeah, I talked to you directly about it, and then I realized that I was overreacting and I should sleep on it. And then when I slept on it, I'm like, you know what? It's chill. It's not a big deal.
Don't worry, I told Janet that.
Oh, I know. Yeah. So like, I used you as a way to like, tangentially pass the message, but then afterwards I realized that's my bad. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's good because like when I told Janet, like she didn't realize, and then like looking back at it, she knows that sometimes words can be misconstrued, and I think everyone came out of that situation for the better.
Learning, yeah.
I
gotta say though, in the future, if you're gonna be like, should I tell a story and then you give no information, that's a hard debate for chat. Okay.
Oh yeah, they need to know.
You give
at
all
that point.
the info or very little info.
No, I gotta be the villain in every episode. They're like, Scar, I fucking hate when you don't prepare for the show correctly. Yeah. But you're right.
Oh.
The Mo clip.
Over Tyler one thing.
I'm down. Fuck it.
But yeah, for your question, I felt like afterwards I was more okay with Janet. That's all I needed to hear.
Beep boop. We apologize for technical difficulties.
There we go.
Yo, what's up?
Your
Dude,
time,
don't fuck
your
with me.
shut the fuck up.
I just
No,
broke
no,
it.
I don't give a fuck.
Yourself.
No one gives a fuck about your 2-year son.
I did
You're
do
being-
cry.
I'm not fucking crying. I'm calling you a fucking retard. You fucking bald fuck.
Hey, I am not playing Pummel with
I
you.
don't give a fuck if you're playing Pummel or not. Don't be disrespectful to other people's time.
Drag me in here.
No, because you joined the fucking channel, you retard. You're being disrespectful to
joined
three.
after-
You're being. Shut the fuck up. I'm muting your dumbass for a second. While I talk. You're a fucking dumbass. You're being disrespectful to 3 other people's time. Not only me, Trick, and Void, but all your fucking viewers that have been waiting for this shit. You fucking retard. Talk.
Hey,
You're
guess
muted.
what? Hey, true. I wasted 30 minutes of your guys' time. All my viewers, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Guess what, love?
What? You don't care?
I don't care.
You don't.
Oh, that's my favorite part.
I did.
Fucking pussy.
Like it was supposed to be like, I don't care, but because Mo said it first, it's like he played right into his hand. I'm like, damn, shit.
This is like watching reality TV. Holy shit.
I mean, I feel like that's what a lot of Twitch is. It's like reality TV that feels even more real because you know that the streamers aren't good enough actors to pull off actual like scripted segments.
I do really like the way Mo put it when he was like, you're wasting 3 other people's time on top of the people who are like waiting for this. It's like, damn. And I mean, Tyler admitted to it. He was like, true. But I think the whole I don't care thing is just like save face with this persona and this and that.
Yeah. That's a yikes. I don't know.
Yeah, Mo went in hard.
Yeah. Even dropped some R words.
Yeah. I will say that you shouldn't use the word retard insensitively because,
It's 2019.
It is 2019.
RT?
Yeah. It's a word that
dumbass is fine though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like
great
Pepega has sort of implicitly
Yes.
placed it?
yes.
Yeah.
I feel like it's used in the same context, but not without the like
which I
mental
think is
illness
okay
aspect.
because it's like a Pepe though.
Yeah, but what's the God come
am
from?
Am I being ignorant by saying that? Because Pepega to me like looks dumb, and it's okay to like.
But is it done? Is it done by choice or because it was born that way?
I think.
Oh my!
Like,
What is this nature versus nurture shit?
well, I don't know because
No, I mean Pepega is definitely like a meme way to call someone retarded or autistic.
Why not just dumb?
I think it's definitely like closer to.
I think so too.
it's like your innate intelligence rather than you just did something stupid there.
I think it's used for everything, but it's I see a lot more use cases for the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even I feel like pretty uncomfortable sometimes.
This is how Dom literally told his chat that's what the word meant. Like, oh, it's a replacement for, retard.
Yeah, but can't you also say?
No, but he was like explaining the word to
I see.
someone. I think he was explaining the word to Rush, and Rush was literally just like, so what does Papega mean? And Dom's like, oh, it means like you're retarded. And I'm like, oh, I was like, wait, true. Yeah.
I'd still rather Papega.
Yeah, like
I mean,
in terms
I'm
of
down.
like seriousness, it does not feel that serious because it's like
yeah.
so widely spread used and memed about,
Thanks, Mimi.
and less
Oh, what a
like
cute Elon.
usage in scientific term like retardation and autism, right?
And like I can't even
What a great
in music
stretch.
there's like actually a term retardando, but now I can't even say that in good conscience. It just means slow down.
Yeah, like a flame retardant, right?
Albert's the true sufferer from all this.
Yeah, I just had to say rit with a hard T.
Oh man.
Oh, I just realized if we have our 10K Easter egg hunt tomorrow, how are we gonna watch Game of Thrones?
What time is Game of Thrones?
Oh wait, Game of Thrones is at 6.
I asked Yvonne about that, and Yvonne's like, I don't know. And I'm like, yeah, Toast probably figured it out.
Wait, did you tell?
We didn't announce this.
We
I didn't
even
want to say
announced it.
anything. You want to announce it?
Oh,
Exclusive announcement straight on this podcast.
Exclusive
Mimi, get out of my.
announcement.
Don't be rude. Mimi's being nice. Mimi.
We at Offline TV are gonna put $10,000.
And by we mean Toast's bank account.
Yes.
$10,000 on the
Just
table for an Easter egg hunt.
Mm-hmm.
So like we're gonna have like 30 eggs in the house, and each of these eggs has a chance to hold the golden ticket. And the only way to find out whether or not an egg contains the golden ticket is to smash it over your head, pop, and see if the golden ticket's in there.
Are we actually putting a physical golden ticket in there, or?
I think he said just color.
Or just gonna put food coloring in it.
Oh, okay.
So
How do you put food coloring in an egg, anyways?
you put stick a needle in it.
Why doesn't anything come out of the needle after?
Oh, we're gonna
Is it just
we're
too
gonna
yolky?
put stickers
Stickers over
on
the
the.
on the hole
entry.
on every single egg.
Oh,
Ah.
cool.
So the more you find, the higher chances. But you just need to
You
get
also have
lucky once.
But you also have to break more on your head if you got more.
I mean, for me, it's like once I break one egg over my head.
who cares about
Yeah,
that?
we're already,
after that, it's not.
there's a lot. There's like huge diminishing returns at that point. It's like, I'm down to break 2 eggs.
Wait. Do you want? Is it like forehead, or is it like
Bang it whatever you want, Scara.
I could just right here?
Yeah, as
Sure.
long as it hits the head, in my opinion.
Okay, all right. I'm just gotta clarify the rules before we start a competition.
All right. So we'll see you tomorrow for that. Hopefully
Fuck yeah.
around 7 p.m.
Oh, we're doing it after. Okay.
And ideally, we all stream our own perspective and use squad stream so they can see 4 separate
yeah.
POV shots. Hell yeah, that 10K is mine.
Also,
I mean, yes.
just putting
It
this
is
out there, we
yours.
should pre-plan an area where we don't mind doing all the egg
smashing
stuff.
eggs?
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
I think
we'll have an area.
With like a
I think they have an
Plastic.
area. They bought something that
Like a tarp
yeah.
that we can
Tarp.
wrestle in.
I kept thinking
we
tart.
can wrestle
Plastic
in.
tart. Tart is not the word.
Tart is something you eat in both definitions.
What's the other definition?
The taste.
Tart is like
Oh, the TART.
T-A-R-T, yeah.
That's
No,
the thing you
T-A-R-T.
eat.
Like a woman can be called a tart.
Really? I've never heard that.
I'm very educationated. That woman is a tart.
I actually think you're right, but no one says that in this day and
like
age.
calling a girl a peach. There's no way you haven't heard that. Actually, that's very K-Kona.
Yeah, no one calls a girl a peach.
Who the
What
fuck
up,
calls a
peach?
girl a tart?
That is definitely
Peach is
used.
way more common than
Tart?
tart.
What about like cupcake? Don't people? That's like a term of
I've never.
endearment.
She's a cupcake. Or maybe like my
like-
cupcake.
no, it's like honey
my little
or whatever.
cupcake.
I only
yeah.
hear snack. She a snack. Snack. All right, moving on. Wait, Sean, did I miss anything up there? You know that huge section I skipped at the beginning. My thing? Oh, clickbait. How very relevant. Who here clickbaits at this table?
Everyone.
Put your hands
Okay.
up.
Scar, put your fucking hands up.
I know. My editor does.
Oh, your
That's the same
editor
shit.
does, huh?
My influence on his clickbait titles is irrelevant because he just does it without no talking to me. He just is like, Scar, we need to do this. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, same for my editor.
If you allow it, then you
By
are part of
association?
it. Yes.
I
Okay.
actually have no clickbait videos. My titles are literally exactly what
Okay.
videos
Look
are.
at this guy standing the high ground right here. All
You
right.
motherfucker. So you think you're better than people who don't clickbait?
No.
Who do clickbait?
This is the reason why I have less videos, because I feel like the title, what it is enough.
Because the content's
You're
so much
wrong.
better than anyone else. Wow.
For the system, the algorithm, you're wrong. But in terms of morals and ethics,
I mean,
you're
I know
completely
I'm not-
correct. You're completely correct. You're a lovely human being, Albert.
I think Fed said it
So I'm
best.
not good at YouTube, all right, guys?
Fed said
Thumbnail
it best.
and
Thumbnail title
are
51%.
of the video, if not more, to be honest.
51%.
So yeah.
Why do you think this guy's videos get hits? 100% win rate.
How did the other video do in comparison to?
The 63.7% win rate?
Did you mean to put a comma instead of a period?
No. My editor is from Europe. So when he put a comma in a thumbnail, I'm like,
lol.
That is for more like engagement. You know, people like misspell stuff, so people comment on.
I was like,
it's
that's
misspelled.
genius.
nah. My eye twitched a little. I was like, why is there a comma? So yeah, clickbaiting. The age-old discussion. Some people, I was reading through the comments. Someone compared it to murdering children
Really?
because it's like
I could see that.
it's an immoral action.
Head take.
I can see that.
Yeah, I'm like, huh.
Can you imagine how bored of a human being you have to be to compare clickbait, Hearthstone win rate clickbaiting on YouTube to motherfucking murder?
I think Toast should go to jail for that, honestly. I agree. For life.
Like, it's understandable. Clickbait, no one loves clickbaiting. No one likes being obnoxious. You are free to complain about it. You are free to express your distaste for it.
No YouTuber I talk to likes
And you're free to
clickbaiting.
give me all your AdSense.
Yeah. Yeah, no YouTuber I talk to is like, I love clickbaiting. Honestly, like when I make fake titles and fake like thumbnails, it gets me going. Like it's great. It's just like, well, this is just the system, and if you don't play by the system, you're gonna be losing like 20 to 50% viewership. And
I
it's
do
like,
kind of worry
well,
though, like seeing as I feel like it's getting worse over the years, but I'm not 100% sure. Because like the clickbait meta is always changing. Either way, yeah, as you said, most people like dislike it or having to over exaggerate things or use caps or this and that. But sometimes if you want to win, you got to play by the rules in a sense. In my opinion, everybody kind of draws that line where they want to.
Yes.
For me, it's like if I'm literally lying in my title, that's not really cool.
Same.
If you're like overly
same.
hyping shit up or whatever the heck.
What?
100%.
If it's over
Yeah.
the course of 3 games,
Yeah,
he's not
it's-
mathematically
Also, I add a
incorrect.
question mark at the end of it.
Oh, so
I'm asking a question.
Okay. All right.
All right, so like my thumbnail style, I'll be full transparency. I base it off like Night Blues because Night Blues thumbnails is the standard for every league, like 90% of league YouTuber.
Yes.
When I look at league video, it's all the same style that everyone ripped off from Night Blue. So it's like big yellow text image and like every
blue
like,
text.
so many other league YouTuber streamers do the exact same thing he does. So I'm like, wow, that seems to work pretty well. So I started doing it for my Hearthstone videos and it does pretty well. And now when I look at Hearthstone video, everyone has the same fucking style now because everyone started ripping me off, which then because I ripped Night Blue off. So now all Hearthstone videos and all League videos
the
the
same.
same. Yellow
That's really
text on the left,
impressive.
image on the right.
You're the fucking problem.
Am I the problem? Look, people copy what works. Like, so I can't name names. I'm not gonna drop names.
Can I
But
drop names?
if anyone who knows Hearthstone YouTube scene, and look at their thumbnails, for the 3 years that they've done Hearthstone YouTube, they had their own style, their own format that attracts very little extra viewers. Since I came on the scene and started doing what Nightblue does, now they all start doing what I do now. And yet no one wants to be like, oh yeah, I'm clickbaiting. They want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to stand on a high ground and say, oh no, I don't clickbait, but still clickbait.
Do you know any successful YouTubers that don't clickbait? I know 2.
Donkey.
3. One's right here, and the other one is actually ProZD.
Oh yeah, he hates clickbaiting.
He literally does.
But
like,
also, it's like the small, like his really interesting, like small little catchy videos. Those are always gonna do well. But then also, like if he makes other content that is less popular, like
it gets like 20.
If he were to clickbait it more, then it would just perform better.
Oh yeah,
that's unfortunately just how the system is.
I wonder if
so it's hard to be like it works without needing clickbait, because that's not necessarily true for all of his content.
I don't agree with that at all. I think he is and Donkey are like they're like the top of like the humor genre in their respective fields, right? Like if you're up there, you can afford to like cut corners, because it doesn't really matter because you're so good.
You already have the audience for
exactly, but like, are you as funny as Donkey? No? All right, get the clickbaiting, dude. Let me see that 100% win rate. I don't know.
Because I think they define the meta, sort of, right? Yeah. It's like, that based on that titling, that this is a ProZD content piece, or this is a Donkey thing. Just by the title alone, like it's not that it's clickbait. It's because it's from them. And only they would title it.
I feel like for ProZD, I don't know, because it's literally just like an average 4 words.
But then you see the thumbnail.
But you see you recognize
you see the thumbnail, like, oh, it's that guy.
Oh, it's the thumbnail. He takes one of the auto thumbnails and he just picks one at random, and that's the one he goes with.
Yeah, like Fortnite has huge clickbaiting. Like even the biggest guy, like Tfue and Ninja, it's they clickbait.
Dude, I'm actually so jealous. Whenever I talk to editors about Fortnite, they're just like, you have no idea how much we're getting paid for nothing.
Yeah.
And all because if for the Fortnite editing is you don't need to edit. They like full games.
Yeah.
So you put in a full Fortnite game, which is like, I don't know, like it's like 20 minutes, right? 15, 20 minutes. You put one of those in, 20 plus kills. Get that thumbnail, that nice juicy yellow text with like blue background,
red arrow,
and
close up on the girl's ass.
Yeah. Or and especially if it's a new girl.
Oh yeah, new skin ass.
Oh. And then you put like the gun name in the yellow text. Boom, you got a banger, dude. 1 million views. And then the editor is just like, yeah, the hardest thing about this is actually just uploading it, because it's like 20 minutes long
at that point.
No, exactly. And I was like, so how much do you make? And they're like, like 48K a month. I was like,
oh man,
it's actually crazy.
All the Fortnite editors edit for other channels. A lot of them, because they don't need to edit, or they didn't used to. I think now the Fortnite channels are getting better. Yeah. But before, I remember looking at them, I was just like, what is this, guys? I wish I could do this.
Yeah, so clickbait.
Lovely. No one likes to do it. Blame YouTube.
Hell yeah.
Blame
On
YouTube.
that topic, have you guys ever had Reddit hate threads?
Oh yeah. I've had Reddit threads on fucking everything.
I feel like for her, that's like the norm.
But where's your hate threads from? Like which subreddit?
LSF, offline TV.
Wait a second.
Oh god.
I don't really know of many other subreddits.
Yeah, it's
Actually, I feel like Pokey's close to a redemption arc.
Aww.
Because like a lot of the comments in the last one or two were just like were really positive, and so I'm just like, is she gonna pull like you know Ninja's pulled the redemption arc now? Like it used to be like like
not yet.
It's close.
He's getting there.
Dr. Disrespect pulled the redemption arc.
Yeah,
True.
Maybe he did, but like I feel like people like hated the shit out of Ninja because he was so popular, and now like people are like, oh yeah, Ninja's not that bad. He's old.
The more
Ninja.
he swears, the more his redemption arc
Okay, yeah.
grows exponentially.
It's a graph.
Yeah. And I feel like that way for Pokey. Like I'm hoping her redemption arc is good.
It's on its
Thanks,
way.
Scott.
And I do think the offline TV subreddit gets
I actually fucking hates Pokey, and it pisses me off. I'm not even
I don't
kidding.
really get it.
Like I get it. Like if smaller people of offline TV don't get promoted for doing shit, you know, like a lot of the stuff with like compared to the main cast, like I know Josh's vlogs get there a lot and don't get much interaction because for the most
But they're still like there.
yeah, they're still there. But Pokey, like I remember Pokey introduced her makeup line and people were being like really fucking mad about it, and I was just like, what the fuck? I was so pissed actually.
To be completely honest, sometimes it makes me go like, why am I here? Because I just like, I don't like being where I'm not wanted. That's a way that I've kind of always felt, and seeing such a small area of our community react poorly towards me for no like perceivable reason like is very demoralizing. But I just have to remind myself like that's a very small portion of our entire community.
I check the posting history of people who shit talk you.
Oh god.
And it's weird because they're not, the majority of the comments are mostly to shit talk Pokey or her personal relationship stuff, right? Like making speculation. And I know there's this website like for, you know, you probably know, like filled with incel women.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, like
Yeah.
this
The weirdest thing was I was seeing comments copy and pasted from that website in our thread. And I was like,
really?
What do you mean? Like it was the same person, or they were like taking speculation
like,
from that
Like
site?
word for word.
what they said as a post was what they made as a comment. They weren't like saying, oh, take a look at this screenshot. It's like someone said this insult about you or paragraph about you.
And then they also said it in
They
their
also
subreddit.
said it in the subreddit.
Like word for word.
Whoa.
Like word for word.
That's so weird. I have like crazy ass haters.
Because I know, like, I'm sure there's like a few brigaders who's trying to push certain narratives on the offline TV subreddit from like the incel women website. But obviously not all of them, and not everyone who hates Pokey is an incel. Like there's some normal people who hates Pokey. Like that's,
honest to God, I know there's people that don't like my content, and that's totally fine. Every now and then they may speak up about it, and that's totally fine. When I say like crazy haters, I mean people who are like obsessed with hating on me. And you know you're obsessed when you know more about my life than I know. Okay?
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, like if someone says that they dislike me, yet they know more than like,
Pokey
any
said
of you
this
guys.
sentence in 2016, March 7th.
That directly
I've
contradicted
never
her sentence in
understood that.
2019. Yeah.
Yeah, like I've seen that before. Like, holy shit, you are the biggest Pokey fan in the world.
You just don't know it yet.
Yeah, I mean it's like, well, the hate's like the opposite side of the coin, right? It's like love hate. It's like you have to know someone really well in order to dislike them, right?
Yep. Haters make us famous, right? That's
Yeah. Which is why I'm like, I feel like I haven't made it yet because I don't have like really
real haters.
You're fucking nice guy.
You're very hard to hate.
So my haters fall in two camps. One, Albert's boring / resident sleeper. Two is people think what I do is so like impossible that they think it's faked.
People think you fake your shit.
So basically, like when I was getting tased, they were like, he's pretending it's not so painful. And I'm like, I don't think I'm that good at acting.
He's like, of all the things to lie about and like mislead people on, electricity resistance is very low on that scale.
True. Like a long time ago, when I was a pro player, I tried to make everyone love me always, and I would always read like all the comments every day. And I remember the one time where I was just like, it was impossible. Like I'd said this story yesterday. I was interviewed at one of the events, and after the interview, like this host, male or female, I felt like an okay interview. And generally speaking, yes, this is me flexing, I give good interviews, like above average interviews. Okay. And then why do you look so shocked?
No. I'm like curious about what you're about to say.
So then I hear later from an associate friend of that host that they were just like, Scar was so fucking rude. I hate that guy. And like honestly, it was like all this bad stuff. And I was just like, I felt so bad. I was just like, what did I say? I like racked my brain, and I was like, I cared more about that than like winning the match that day. Because I remember, I think I won that day. That's why they interviewed us. And I was like, shit, hell yeah, dude. And I was like sleeping at night, being like, why does like this host hate me? And then I just would never get an answer, right?
Did you ever find out?
No. It was because she just.
Oh, it's a she.
Oh, my God.
Oh no,
my God.
guys.
But it was a long time ago. But
Does she still work in the industry?
Sean wrote in our fucking chat. He was like, "Get her."
oh my
Who
God.
is this? We'll make sure she never works.
No. But like in the end, like this made me realize that like even if I didn't do something bad, and even if I did, you just can't appease everyone, and like you were spending your nights worrying about that shit, like it's not worth your time, honestly.
Statistically speaking, once you get to the point of exposing yourself to a certain amount of people, it's impossible for everybody to like you. Like exposure.
Oh yeah.
Like people would just
Not like exposing.
Okay, just I was like, okay, let's go a different route.
In the first year of my content creation, I had like my Twitter DMs open. I read all my YouTube comments. Like my Reddit messages were open, and like I think 6 months ago, I turned off notification for anyone who I don't follow. I closed my DMs. I disable Reddit messaging, and like I don't really check my YouTube comments anymore because it's like it's just avenue for people to like be rude or be creepy. And it's like my life has gotten much better since I've like completely shut it out.
You know, they say ignorance is bliss, and
Ignorance
I agree.
is bliss.
It is in some ways.
But yeah,
But I still have to read Twitch chat.
no, you
Unavoidable.
solved that one too. Wait, Pokey, you know what he does, right? For Twitch chat?
Instas?
Ooh.
Wait, what?
Insta ban? Oh, you ban randomly.
No.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, I do, but a different thing.
It's a different technique.
I hide all usernames.
He has no username show up on his chat.
Oh
Period.
my God, I want to try that. Is that an extension?
It's it's an extension, and you just set it so you can read Twitch chat names.
Cool.
It's only awkward when someone you know makes a silly message.
And you don't know it's them.
I called Sue from Twitch and a dumbass.
What did she say?
Because I was asking chat how to steam broccoli, and I was like, would the steam clean the broccoli so I don't have to go wash the broccoli? And she said like, I'm pretty sure you still have to wash the broccoli. I'm like, what are you talking about, dumbass? The steam will clean it.
And then was chat then did
And then chat was like,
Literally your
that's a stat.
account manager banned.
But she was very understanding. But yeah, that's one thing I do. I just don't like
People.
Yeah, but I do care about the human life. I want everyone to be as happy as possible. If you spend your entire day watching streams, I hope one day you don't need it to fulfill a void in your life, even if it means not watching me anymore.
Aww. True. You know, sometimes I think about that, and I think that like there's someone out there who like hates my guts and just shits on me 24/7, but it makes them happy. And so I am like without even knowing, providing them some source of happiness.
You're giving
even
them a
if it's
purpose in life.
Yeah.
You're their catharsis.
Yeah.
A purpose is better than no purpose.
And if
Go
it's
off,
not
King.
you, it might be another girl. So you're like shouldering the burden. You're
For
like
those other women.
Jesus.
Thank you.
God.
Thank you,
Yeah. I mean, that's how I see myself. Alright. What's this Furby topic, Sean? Furbies were banned by the NSA in the NSA because they were advertised as learning English. Oh, like the Furbies will listen to your recording, like talking? But a lot of homes have Alexa and Google Dot. Do you care that technology can secretly listen to you? You're gonna get us in trouble with the government one day, Sean, with all your conspiracy.
Sean, we know these questions are like specifically yours. Cause I always read them. I'm just like, who the fuck? Like,
Only Sean would think of this shit.
This is for science.
Science.
Do you ever Google something and then suddenly you get ads for that product?
yes.
Yeah.
Do you ever?
It's scarier when you just talk about it.
Yes,
And
yes. It does
And
happen.
the thing is, I have always had Siri turn the fuck off. I'm like, bitch, you not gonna listen to me? No. And that still happens to me. And that's what's truly frightening.
freaky.
Mhm.
Because you talk like when I Google something and I get ads for it, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But when I talk about it and I get ads for that,
it's freaky.
On what platforms though?
I think Instagram on my phone does it.
Instagram's the scariest thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Instagram's the most accurate.
It's like I look at them like, why am I getting like all these like keyboards, techwear?
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't. Like, how
Instagram
does
does have really
Instagram
accurate
know?
ads.
I gotta check my Instagram ads. Hold up. Keep talking.
That's.
I just wonder what else they're filtering for. You know.
Yeah, because like they can pick out words from sentences.
Yeah, like is this stuff automated? Can anybody ever access specific phones? You know what I mean? So many questions.
Yeah, like my belief is that the government has full access to everything I ever typed and wrote.
Yes.
So like I never type anything too incriminating.
But what if they
But even if you say it now, they know.
My Instagram ad is just a cookie,
Then again, that's harder to
a
attribute
cookie
to
clicker
who you are.
tower defense game.
That seems like something you'd
that's
be
what you would
interested
play.
in.
No.
But to play auto chess?
Don't lie.
Yeah, it might be auto chess related.
I don't think it knows me very well. Okay.
Do you ever worry that like fans will send us like plushies, but they're secretly filled with like?
Yes, I never put anything in my room for that very reason.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Like what if there's a camera in
this one
that
time I got a
bear?
massive thing, never put in my room.
I remember
And if I ever
that.
do, I'll like flip it or put it in the corner.
That is so. I mean, it is something you have to think about.
Also, webcam covers key.
I don't cover my webcam. It's
Cover
like,
your no.
if you've
I
seen
know
it
your,
once,
yeah, I know
you-
your logic.
yeah.
Shit logic. Okay.
Wait, what's your one?
like if you have footage of me like naked, you're gonna get more footage of me naked. Like
Basically, he's like, if I haven't been hacked yet, there's no way I'll get hacked later.
You get hacked like later?
no, let's say someone has footage of me being naked. There's nothing wrong with being naked.
But what do you...
But do you want that out in the public?
No, but it's not the worst thing. Jennifer Lawrence was naked, and now she's an Academy Award-winning
I
actress.
feel like her appeal is going to be a little bit higher than like mine. You know, I doubt many people out there are going to be like, "What does Scara look like naked?" and be that first result on Google. You know, Scara naked. That's the first fill-in. I think it's more like Jennifer Lawrence. I can see that. You know,
like yeah, there's no real downside. You know,
I guess.
I think it affects guys way less than girls.
Yeah.
Though. Like guys, it's like a humiliation thing, but people just laugh at it. But girls, it's like it could probably ruin your. career.
like
It's
what?
just so
I know one thing that happened to me. Okay,
invading.
have you guys ever hosted someone but you didn't turn off the stream?
yeah,
So like
yeah.
they can see you even though like they can see you on certain devices if they don't like
Yeah.
haven't
move
left
over.
to go.
Yeah, if they don't move over through the raid, like they can see it. I remember one time I streamed and then like I instantly like stripped to take a shower or something, and then like and apparently someone DM'd me about it. It was just like, yo, dude, like we all saw that, and I was like, delete VOD real quick. And I feel like yeah, guys just have it differently, because if I was like, I don't know, any girl, I feel like that would have been clipped and shipped.
Wait, that
Oh,
literally
yeah.
just happened like a couple months ago on Live
with
Stream
the
Fails.
Russian streamer, she showed her boobies
After
Oh, yeah.
like rating.
after rating.
Oh shit!
Which
yeah.
is kind of random.
None of you guys saw. Let's be real.
Is that not what girls do the first thing they're done streaming?
Not quite. At least not me.
But yeah, that's that hosting thing. It happened to me once. I just get messages from like viewers that, hey, your stream is on. Luckily, I don't do anything too weird right after my streams.
I had a really embarrassing one where I was like watching your YouTube videos or something.
Yes, very
It was like
embarrassing.
something like really bad. Like I was like, man, I would have preferred if I was watching porn. It was like someone's like someone's YouTube videos, and I was just like, oh god, they caught me doing this. This is.
Does that Scar? Do you remember that guy way back when who had a similar incident, and then instead of like watching regular porn,
Oh
he
my
watched,
god!
like,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
very
yeah.
specific
Yeah. I know who you're
porn.
talking about.
Like
It's-
shit like
That
that.
person's
is-
still in the scene, so yeah, happens.
But there's nothing wrong with watching porn, you know?
I know.
It's a little embarrassing, but hey, you just gotta own that.
Yep.
True.
You just gotta own that. What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done on stream?
I
Show my
accidentally showed a
gameplay.
dingy donger.
Ding ding.
Who's ding dong? You know,
A random ding
a
dong.
random ding dong. Was like viewers ding dong? Or was it like
Yeah.
ooh,
Yeah. Yeah.
ugh.
Wasn't a great time. But you know, it'd be like that. You live and you learn. I've never shown a ding dong since.
Nice job.
Thank you.
How about you, Scar?
My own content.
True.
No, I just remember someone like I did that hosting thing like before. This is probably like the 4th time I've done it, and one of the times all I did was lay down and took a nap. And so for like 2 hours or 1 to 2 hours, my stream was just going, and people were like DMing me, and I woke up and I was like, oh, so it's just a dark room and me like snoring.
All right, Albert. You got anything embarrassing?
I don't think I've been streaming long enough to have like that moment because I feel like a lot of my stuff is just me making a fool of myself anyways. So
He has nothing embarrassing. He shows you all the embarrassing stuff like on stream.
Albert is an angel.
Yeah. His embarrassing stuff would be like, wow, this production didn't work exactly like I thought it would. I can't believe
or I
it.
do a magic trick and I mess up and I'm like, oh, cut the VOD, delete the VOD.
That's his most embarrassing moment.
All right, let's finish up with some pop culture. So, wait, Pokey, did you watch Game of Thrones yet?
I watched like half of it.
Oh, what?
It was kind
You
of
managed to watch half and not finish?
Yep.
Was it that uninteresting?
No comment.
Ooh. No. Tell people. Hot take from Pokimane about Game of Thrones season 8 premiere. Go.
Well, this is
All right.
this is
I just don't think I'm as invested in the series as everyone else, probably because I haven't seen the whole series. So if I was as invested,
your redemption arc.
I would probably.
You fucked up.
It's a great show though, and I think I would have enjoyed watching it more with people who maybe could have explained certain things to me. All right, but you know, I'm sure I'll finish it before our thing.
I do agree that the season premiere was a very setup.
Long.
Yeah.
You think
The
that?
episodes are
You think these are gonna be long?
This is one of the shortest episodes.
The
of
first
season.
2 are an hour long, and the last 4 are 1 hour and 20 minutes long.
Also, I'm pretty sure that this first episode, so many aspects to it would only really be noticed by
Hardcore.
a GOT veteran,
Yeah,
which
it's
I
like-
unfortunately am not, you know?
That
So although
makes sense.
I may not have seen the appeal as much as others, I don't deny that appeal.
Pokey, all I'm saying is I got my highest viewership this year by watching GOT recap videos for 3 hours.
Really?
He went
Yeah.
to just chatting and just watched
Yeah, I
Game
literally
of Thrones clips.
for on 1.25 speed, 7 seasons of recaps.
I should have done
Straight.
that.
I'm not even kidding.
Oh, you still can.
Oh
Use
my God,
tomorrow.
I can.
You actually still can, and they're really helpful, and they're very long. So
Really?
you got the whole stream.
Oh, thank you for the free content. Holy shit.
Number 1 streamer right there.
See you guys tomorrow. As long as I'm not sick.
Are you still sick?
Yeah. You don't hear me coughing up fucking
I just see
loogies over here.
I just see you being miserable. And you walk around the house. And I'm just like, how sick is she?
Yeah, it's gross. But I'm getting better.
Yeah, what did you guys think? It was very much a setup episode. No spoilers.
I think it was very much like a reminder episode. It's like, hey, what are all these characters that you like and don't like doing? Like, what are they up to? And you said, oh, that's where they are. And then you most of the moments are like, oh, these characters finally meet again. These characters finally meet again. Oh shit, these guys don't like each other, but they're meeting. So it was like a reunion,
high school
episode.
reunion. There we go.
But now that you know like where everyone is at, then they can start playing with those character dynamics.
The better question is, how do you guys feel about the incest?
Incest is the best.
That's me clipped out of context for sure.
Yeah.
I just think it's just what happens back in Game of
If
Thrones.
you discovered your lover was your aunt,
Gone. All attraction gone.
you would be gone?
Yeah. Done.
What about you, Albert?
Aunt is gone.
This gone.
Do you think they had different like
They share the same blood.
No, I meant just like back then, are they more like, because in Royal Bloodlines, right, there's a lot of that kind of.
Yes, the Targaryens are known for
So
incest.
they probably wouldn't be so opposed to it, but you know, I don't want to go.
I'm talking about you, Albert. Would you bang your aunt?
No.
What if you were already banging her and then you found out?
Lily's pissed.
That's just like not like genetically a good thing.
You didn't see, but she already said I'll be angry emoji.
What?
Lily, let the man answer
lose.
the question in peace. So,
Well, there's a reason why it's not good. Is because like genetically speaking,
but
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is like season 7 spoilers. But like, Jon Snow and Daenerys are already
Yeah.
banging.
but they don't have kids.
They don't have kids.
So afterwards, I would just like the way my brain is wired, I would just lose all affection towards that person. Because like, whenever I'm interested in someone, you know, I'm pursuing something long term. I'm talking babies.
What if you like really, really into this person and
Fuck
like,
it, I'll be really, really into someone else.
he's the king of the north.
I'll find the king of the south. I don't know.
King of the north.
Whatever.
That's a good one, actually.
No, he's more than the king of the north now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's the
Oh.
king of the 7 realms, the president.
The vice president's okay.
Dick
I don't
Cheney.
know. I can't. It's not worth IMO.
What, you think you're better than us because you don't want to bang your aunt, huh?
Not better, just different.
Well, but you.
Wait, Toast. I feel like you want to bang your aunt.
Yeah, you're projecting a little too much.
Look, I'm not saying I want to bang my aunt, but
You're
let's
just
say
saying you would if you had already.
hypothetically,
Mm-hmm.
I'm already banging a girl,
Yeah.
and she's super hot and fine,
Yeah.
and oh, by the way, I'm your aunt.
Yeah.
And
Did
they have
she-
dragons too.
Does she have to look like Daenerys? Like, is that a
You know what?
qualifier?
If Daenerys Emilia Clarke was my first cousin, hell yeah. And she had dragons
And an army.
and an army.
Would you bang after finding out she's your first cousin?
Yeah.
Would you like repeatedly pursue a relationship?
Yes, she has an army, a Dothraki horde, and 2 dragons.
I'm with,
What use is that in 2019?
You can do a lot with the Dothraki horde.
I'm with Toast on this one for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm that into them, as long as it's not been a long period or like it's not been a short period of time, it's like relatively more okay. If it's like I met them like a couple months ago, it's less and less okay. But like years.
So for Scar, there's a point in the relationship, the aunt point. Once you cross this threshold, doesn't matter what relationship you guys might have.
For me, I think it's only like if like we're already married and we have kids. It's like shit, you were my uncle the whole time. Unlucky.
Jesus Christ.
Please don't clip that.
All right.
I'm okay,
So,
sorry.
wrapping up, there is a
This
condition.
was a really good episode. This was a great podcast.
From
I feel
blackface
really
to
good about
incest.
this one.
Jesus Christ.
All right, let's wrap up here. Albert, anything coming up for you?
I just finished. Well, I'm working with one of my viewers to build a robotic arm so that now I don't have to stream and my chat can just play crane games by themselves.
Cool.
That's like eventually the goal is self. Like Twitch chat is like I feel like the most entertaining part about Twitch oftentimes. So if they can just entertain themselves, then you know I don't even.
You
need to be there.
automate.
Yeah, yeah. It's
You
like
just
my
turn on
service.
your
My service is
stream?
providing the tools, and they can just
You're gonna turn on your stream one day and just leave.
Yeah, I mean that's and then play and have my own lo-fi hip hop music, and then it's like literally its own thing. Yeah, I'm trying to also build some other weapons of mass
Fucking
discomfort.
genius.
Free money.
Yeah, actually genius.
Free money. All right, Pokey, what do you have coming up?
Nothing. I really want to sleep well tonight. So
What
if
about
everybody at home could just make a little prayer for my sleep tonight, so that I can
Be extra loud tonight.
so I can heal.
I'll have Janet clips
all
on me
my
run.
what? Fuck you guys, goddamn. Not really. I'm just hoping to get better, do some content. I'll be watching every
Game of
single
Thrones.
Game of Thrones
Yeah.
recap in emote only mode, so no one can spoil.
It's gonna be like her highest viewership for the entire year.
Yeah, Fuck yeah. Actually, I'm hoping to play Witch's House soon too, which is like a scary game.
Oh,
Yeah.
spoopy.
Yeah. So
Are you ready for the totally unexpected one of your roommates coming to your room to scare you prank?
yeah, I'm really prepared to not be prepared for that.
You can imagine the thumbnail now. We pranked Pokemon?
Again?
Again?
And Scara, what do you have coming? I know you have an auto chess tournament
Okay.
with Janet.
I have an auto chess tournament.
Yay!
Okay, so let me preface this by saying
Lily,
I love Janet,
Lily.
Lily.
and I love.
Lily, when would you bang your uncle?
What if Albie was your uncle? She said, yeah.
Oh god.
Okay, I just want to preface this by saying I initially asked Toast to be my partner, and he said no. Fuck that. I love Hearthstone.
Aww.
And then I literally at the same time I asked him, Janet's like, oh, I don't know, but you know, I just play Trolls, but you know, I can play. And I was like looking around, I was like, who else can I ask? I'm like, oh, is Saint taken? And it's like, oh, Saint already has a partner. I'm just like, you know, Janet did place top 3 in the last.
She did
Twitch
place
Rivals
top 3
auto
and first
chess.
in the winner's lobby.
So I think I got myself a steal at a bargain price, and we're gonna kick ass. It's a duos tournament. I don't even think I'm allowed to announce the other participants, but which is weird, right? Like it's so soon. Like, can I talk about it yet? Okay, it's a duos tournament, and each duo is gonna be part of the lobby. So it's 4 duos per lobby.
Oh, that's cool.
But you can't actually be on a team in this game, so you're like pretending to be on a team.
But you still fight.
So it's just like average of like your highest placements.
Yes, it's the average of your highest placements, and hope to God you don't fight each other. And you know what? Tides of Time dropped out just recently, so
Perfect. He's the best player.
free first place, baby.
Easy cut.
Easy money. As for me,
Hearthstone?
You love Hearthstone, dude. Can you just say it on
do
stream?
you guys hear me raging?
Yes.
Yeah.
I own a lot of earplugs.
Yeah. Can you just say that on stream that you love Hearthstone?
I find Hearthstone to be very emotionally compelling, which is good because you want to feel emotions when you play a game.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just saying, just say it. Because this is the first time in the first expansion I've seen you watch other Hearthstone streams.
Okay. Enough listening to podcasts. We're going to do a tour. We're going to do a little tour of what I've built so far. I know I did this on episode 50, but I think just to update it, we've now built another part of the shopping complex that is in Gastonia. So we got let's start off with this one. I think this is like a dental. This is a dental place where you can get your teeth fixed, like an orthodontist or something. There's a Sweet Frog right here. I know, like, I don't have the signs. The signs won't fit because I try to do banners, and when you put banners and stuff in there, and it like has like it's hard to fit certain things, and also I think it'd be too time consuming to make stuff that would blend in with the background. So I mean, like, I might come over eventually and put banners in certain places, but like these tiny little shops, like this one right here, for example, it wouldn't fit. There's a lot of letters, and like I think this is the America's Best or something like that. No, this is the America's Best store, and there's a Gamers Alley right here. There used to be a store here called Mary Joe's, but I think it's now it's a barbecue place apparently. Like it used to be a sewing place, but I think it closed down. I heard it closed down, and I might find out what it's called, and I'll rewrite the name eventually. This store, this restaurant over here is hold on a second. Let me just go in Game Mode 3. This restaurant is called Tavern 21, but I think it's called something else now because Tavern 21 closed. But it's just Tavern 21 was an expensive restaurant that no one went to because it was the most expensive one you could go in Gastonia. And it's almost completely out of everybody's price range, and the food's not that good. I mean, the food's okay, I've heard, but like it's definitely not worth what it costs to eat there. That's what I've heard. but I don't know what it looks like then, so I just keep it at the regular Tavern 21 look. And then also I worked on this earlier in the stream. This is the target. I even did a little bit of the inside today. So just take another gaze at the awesome array of air conditioning vents and stuff that I put up there. And yeah, I added a lot of cool, very, very cool decorations in here. So I still have to do the dressing rooms, and I think there's something right here, but I haven't been Target in a while, so I really don't know what it actually looks like. So we also got a Starbucks. I have yet to put black background banners with green letters, or is it white letters, but I haven't walked into Target, mostly because of coronavirus. I'm self-isolating. I haven't really gone to anywhere in so long. So and my parents only like shop at one place, and it's right next door, so we don't really want to like go all to different areas of you know, everywhere just to, you know, shop, because it's kind of dangerous, you know, and almost you can never find anything that you need sometimes, so we just stock up on stuff. You know, we got shirts and stuff, so I use like banners to like make different patterns and whatnot. But I mean, like, it's not like I was going for anything accurate with the shirts and stuff, because it always changes, so who cares? So everything looks tie-dye almost. Yeah, this is the Starbucks in real life is like a really cool place to hang out for me and my friends. So we would just go in there, bring guitar, just like play a little bit, and then like we just, you know, hang out there, and then we'll walk all the way down past the shopping complex, and then we'll walk across the street to a Starbucks that's across the street, and then we'll like hang out there, and then like we'll just go to Buffalo Wild Wings, and then I mean it's kind of fun. You could say it's fun, but like, you know, it's just fun because they get to hang out with friends. That's all that matters really. And let's teleport. So basically how teleporting works in this mod pack is that it works on a basis of Google Maps. So since it is a 1-to-1 scale representation of the Earth, which is actually a custom map that actually took the world's smartest mathematician for map making and the world's smartest modder for the mod pack to come together, and they made a, what's it called, an air ocean map or something like that. It's really, really interesting map. It's never been created before until they needed it for this mod pack back in March. This is one of the first ever maps for this creation. So basically it was on an older projection at one point, which basically stretched roads diagonally, and which also stretched the landscape diagonally, which doesn't look accurate. So it's all equal now. Everything is like straight. Buildings are straightened, but not every building spawns. This is Cramerton, North Carolina. So I haven't edited much lately, but I can do another tour. Of course, I might just do a tour every stream, I guess, because I've been doing those lately. So you got like this restaurant right here. It's like a bar and grill or something like that. I also do like little details, like the back end of this, like how there's like dirt and concrete and broken up gravel and stuff, and I did all that stuff. There's just a floating button here. There's a floating button here. I'll have to remove that and place it back on the trash can later. Okay, we got like an information board in the South Fork Lodge. I even named it right here. And I put information about like discarding, like why I do interiors and stuff. So it's like the interior of this building most likely doesn't look like this. The interior of other buildings may not look like they do in the city of Cramerton, North Carolina. So I might as well, like, every place I do build at, I actually like put down this disclaimer and whatnot. Anyways, yesterday we worked on this parking lot right here and extended it to the road. This needs to be shaped like a little divot like that kind of thing. And also here's Goat Island Park. I love Goat Island Park, but I never go there. I just like the way it looks in Minecraft, because it just looks like a good place to go. Just like to chill family, honestly. I don't know what this thing is. From Google Maps, it looks like a bench, right? Or a picnic table. But I don't know what it looks like in real life, and it just doesn't look right. So it might be something else. I'm not sure. I know there's a river behind over here. There's a small little creek that extends all the way that way, but it doesn't show up on Google Maps, so I don't really feel like terraforming it. Maybe that might be like one of the last things I ever do. I don't know. And let's see. My favorite coffee shop is this one right here. This is my favorite coffee shop. It is called Floyd and Blackie's. Yeah, and I decorated the interior, of course, because I love Floyd and Blackie's. I'm not me until I've had my daily coffee. That's just like the sign I look at every single time I walk in here. Of course, it doesn't look like this IRL, because it definitely looks less cramped than this. Like, I know, it looks like there's a lot more room inside than what's in here. And you definitely can't, like, go that fast inside that building. Anyways, in this church, I think I spent, like, 2 streams on this church. I don't know. I think I spent a whole stream. I'm not sure. I like the shadows with the shaders. I like that a lot. But anyways, you can walk up. I made it where you can walk up the stairs. Like, I like pointing out these details because, most people don't even do interiors and stuff. Most people don't even do interiors, and I'm like one of the few people who actually do the interiors of the buildings that they build. Cause like the creator, who's a YouTuber, his name is Pippin FTS. It was his idea that said quality, not quantity. So every building is supposed to be quality. So I make it quality. I don't just put a block down and put a slab on top and say, yeah, that's a building. Because it's not. It should be, it should be picture perfect. If I was standing on this corner and I took a picture, it should look something similar to that. And it does. I built this tree yesterday. I really like this tree. I might like copy and paste this instead of schematic file and copy and paste it all over the place. It's a really cool tree. Anyways, we're gonna do Chimney Rock State Park. I like Chimney Rock State Park. We'll just do that one next because I built the flag. But we could work on that eventually. I need to build the gift shop and the elevator and all that other stuff. I need to build all sorts of stuff to make that a feasible, destination thing, not just for the flag on the top. So you got Chimney Rock State Park over here, overlooking the mountain. All the terrain generates because of the mod pack, so it can go up infinitely, an infinite height, and you can even teleport to Mount Everest in this game. That's what I like about it. It's really cool, and it takes a long time to climb up and go down it. So it's like 27,000. Okay, so a meter is 6.6 feet. No, 2 meters is 6.6 feet. So it's like a fourth of that, right? I think that in feet. So I can't do math. I cannot do math. I just want to do the tour honestly right now. I need a calculator to do that to get an exact height. Let's do Tony's Ice Cream. It's also a pretty cool place to go to. I love this place. It's also really cool in Minecraft because made a lot of it too. Got this old building over here. It's like a train yard warehouse looking thing. It might be like some sort of like textile mill. That's what I always thought of it. Got an auto mechanic right here. And you got Tony's Ice Cream and a it's got a forest, you know, it's pretty cool. And we got the Tony's Ice Cream Factory, staple of Gastonia culture. We got a car dealer over there and a car mechanic right there. And yeah, we got a motorcycle shop, and it never looks like a motorcycle shop in real life, and it doesn't look like it in Minecraft either. And I think this is an auto supply store. That's what I think it is. Got a school over here that I worked on. Okay, it's freezing up. Okay, it is freezing up. Anyways, just checking the stream to make sure it wasn't the stream that was doing it. And we got a full-on school, but I don't know the interior, so I don't want to get it wrong. So if I want to do a school, it'll probably be one that is that actually looks like it does in real life. So I don't want to like screw up someone's school if they grow up and then say, oh, this was a project several years ago and it's finished. I want to go to my hometown school and see if someone built it, and then it's all wrong and they'll be upset, and I'll probably be dead by the time that happens, because by the time this project is finished, honestly, I don't think it's going to get done in 2 years, even though there's like 200,000 people working on it on different parts of the world. Somebody's already built the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. They even built the Capitol building in Utah. They've built they've built almost. They're working on New York, and they got a lot of it complete. Someone almost finished Raleigh, North Carolina, in this game. I think that's awesome too. Someone is literally I think it's like a group of 8 people are working on Raleigh, and I actually did a video on it. Featured it in a video of mine. I had a song playing over, and it's like I think the video is called "No One Will Witness the Beauty of This Minecraft Video," and I put like Lakeshore Drive on the video. Of course, it got claimed, but it's still up on the channel, and it's a great video. I love it. I might make another video like that as soon as I get some more stuff to put in a video at least. So I just need to get more people in North Carolina to send me their stuff, their world files and whatnot, because I want them to be in the video, because I do a lot of the media for North Carolina. I do some of the media, and one other person does media, and that's the person that does that is working on Raleigh. And his videos are really long, and great. I just copied the words from my Google Doc. Spoiler alert. Oh. Okay. Copy the actual numbers this time. Let's do that. Okay. You got a Taco Bell, and you got a Sake Express. And I did all the parking lots for them. And usually, while I build, I like listen to podcasts while I do them. I still need to finish these parking lots, because they're not finished. But I sort of like did this one wrong, I think. But like, it's okay. It's got a Cons, and you got a Gabe's. You got a Hobby. You got an Ollie's. Always seen better day. Single day. Okay, and there's an Advanced Auto Parts over here. Basically, this is my hometown. Everything you've seen except for Chimney Rock, that big giant mountain, is near me. And it's like only like a few minute drive pretty much from my house. No algorithm will ever tell you where I live based on what I build, because I'll never build my house, because I live stream everything and I don't want to I don't want people to know where I live. Because you know, for safety reasons. But I will build everything that I do like, though. I just messed up my Google document. Great. We can go to Bodhi Island. I built some of that yesterday, actually. That was pretty cool. I added some grass and whatnot around the area. And I did some of the interior, like I put like a short history bit when you walk into the house. Yeah, this house right here. And there's the lighthouse. And it's actually the scale. I counted the blocks and measured it in meters. So your character's height is 2 blocks tall, which is approximately 6.6 meters. So they shortened it to 6 meters. And so I did meters to feet and how tall that lighthouse is. And I counted the blocks up and actually like built it upward. Just didn't want to get a lighthouse wrong, you know, because that's the stuff that's measured in height all across the world. So it would be a shame to get that messed up. So I put a little bit of history. You can barely read it, but like if you like took the time and tried to read it, you would understand that it was just telling you about the lighthouse was built in, I think, 1866. Or no, the island was formed around that time. Bodhi Island City. Please, Bodhi Island Sitting House. I'm terrible at reading sometimes. I just stutter over my words. Anyways, I added grass along this trail, and I even like fixed the trail to have wood, like a boardwalk should have, instead of like grass path. And I added this dock over here, this fishing dock. I even put fishing rods, so in case someone did a video later, way after my time, and then like this thing is like all a project, it's all done. They want to go to Bodhi Island. They can collect this memorable fishing rod and bring it to wherever they want to go. I don't know, I just thought that would be like something to put there. Anyways, let's see what else we built. We can go to Pelican Snow Cones, and we can go to Lineberger Park, which is a really cool park. That's a really cool park. Yeah, this is where you spawn in with that coordinate. I have it set. Just spawn smack dab into the basketball court, get hit by a ball. Anyways, you got, this is actually a bathroom, but from Google Maps it looks like it's hollow on the inside, so I'll have to fix that eventually. Yeah, it's a functional train track that's just meant that it's like a kid's train track that you pay like a little bit of money and you can get on the train track. It used to be free when I was a kid, but now they make you pay for it. You got a pool. Actually, funny story is, this is a really funny story. So when I was 14, I was at this pool at Lineberger Park, and I was 14, right? And I was out there with my mom, and I didn't have a shirt on, but I walked out there, and these two teenagers said, "Oh, he's hot. oh, he's hot. He's I hit that. Which I thought was super funny at the time. But I didn't hear them. I didn't hear them say that. But my mom was right beside them and she said, "That's my son." And they were like, "Ew. Okay." Or no, they're just like, "Okay." And then they just moved away from my mom and she was like laughing. And then my mom told me about it later and it's like, "Yeah, I take that as a compliment. I was pretty good looking for like 14 though." I mean, I'm pretty good looking. I don't know. I'm kind of full of myself too, but anyways, that was a funny story that I had that's very memorable from when I was 14 at that pool. Anyways, I wanted to say something about that on stream because I was talking about it yesterday with Douglas and he said, "Yeah, you told me this before. That's like hilarious. You should say that on stream." Yeah, it gave me something to talk about, I guess. I don't know. I built this pavilion yesterday. I don't know if the lights are in here, but like I would rather have it lit up than not. So I kind of like hit it with trapdoors a little bit just to make it blend in. We have a bathroom. I do not have them labeled apparently. Okay, we have some picnic tables, of course. I took some photos in the park just to get the references of these buildings, and I haven't built all of them yet. But like the thing is, there's no way you can see them from Google Maps from above, and they're all covered by trees, and it's impossible to see it. So me being like in quarantine, and I usually walk out with like a P100 mask, which is basically a respirator that can filter out paint and chemicals, and like chemical warfare mask basically for your mouth. But I used to use it just for exercising and when I went to the gym because it basically it's restricting airflow, so you can like run longer. Basically lung exercises for aerobics. So I would use it on the treadmill for like 20 minutes to like 30 minutes or something like that. And well, I don't get to do that anymore. I have to stay home, so that sucks for me. So the best part about quarantine though is like you do get to stay home and you don't have to do anything productive besides just do nothing. Because there's no way I would ever go to work in the quarantine. I would never do it. I'm lucky enough to have a house to be in right now with my parents. Because like if I was out there on my own, I would not be able to do anything because I'm too scared to even go. My parents don't want me to go to work because one of them has diabetes and fibromyalgia, and one of them's so old that if he got sick from such a bad virus, he would die. So. And also we have dogs that we love, so we don't want them to get it either, and it's just like a whole cycle. It's terrible. I'm basically ensuring that they don't get sick by me not getting sick, if that's how you would put it. Okay, anyways, let's go up and down this road. I got some stuff to show you. So you got this building over here. I don't know what that is, but you do have this machine. I always like to show this. It's called Twice the Ice, and I think it's the funniest thing ever. But that's what the machine's called, and you just get bags of ice. I think it's just like hilarious. Yeah, Twice the Ice. The funny part, even more funny part, is that it's beside a Pelican snow cones, with like snow cone restaurant, like. Well, drive through, pick up from the window kind of thing. I don't know. It's not drive through. It's not a restaurant, and it's definitely not a diner, and it's definitely, but it is definitely a business. That's all I can say. I don't ever go there. I've heard my friends say it's good, but like, who wants to pay? Why would you want to go get snow cones from a like a dealer? You know, why would you want to go do that instead of like on occasion, like at a baseball field when they are offering then, you know, when it makes sense. But when you're out on, you know, a slums area of Gastonia, why would you just go get a snow cone, eat it in the parking lot? It's not, I mean, like, if you take that stuff in your car, it's going to get everywhere when it starts melting. You know, unless it's in a cup. I love this house. This is a really cool house. I use mycelium, and people were asking me, why are you using mycelium? It's because, you know, the ground is made of gray mulch. Duh. It's underneath shadows as well from the trees. We got Hillbillies barbecue. I mean, I used to go there a little bit, but, you know, I don't go in there anymore. It kind of makes me sick because it's just too much sugar. I've been trying to cut back on sugar because it's starting to affect it's starting to affect how I feel after I eat it. Like, I don't feel really good after I eat it, and I can't handle it. So, oh yeah, this is on Google Maps. This thing is called my sister's big closet. My big sister's closet. Oh, look, the shadows of on the words go on the wall. Interesting. That's cool. I've never noticed that, actually. And this is where I go and get my guitar strings changed. It's like how our music and sound, but they're not open right now, which sucks because of coronavirus, and the people who run it are like really old, and it sucks. And I need to get my guitar strings changed. I really want to play my guitar without my fingers smelling bad because the strings are rusted. I hate this. Okay, so here's the thing about guitar strings. Guitar strings, when they're rusty, when they like go bad, it smells like rust. Not to say that they are rusty. It's just that when they get oil from your hands and when they dry out, they smell worse than blood. And blood is not a really good smell. Okay, it's kind of like a repulsive, anxiety-inducing smell, or so. I don't know what to say, but like it's not like a really good smell. And it stays on your fingers. But here, get this: it gets on your clothes and whatever you touch. It sucks. It stays on your hands until you clean your hands with something that's wet, and usually the best way to get rid of it altogether is soap and water. I hate it, but like I love playing guitar, so like I'll wash my hands every time I'm done. So, but the thing is, I need to get them changed anyways because it affects the way I play the guitar and the sound that comes out of it. Like new strings sound way better than old strings. It's just a given. Like, it's a fact of life. As a musician, I would rather play on new strings because it's a cleaner sound. You can play easier on it. Your hands go up and down on the strings super easily. And it's like on dead strings, you are basically cutting into your hands. It hurts. Oh, I mean, it hurts for a new player, but for like a older player, like who's like really like has been playing forever, like me, I've been playing for like, I think this is my 7th year. I mean, I've really just been like loving my guitars more during quarantine, honestly. I love playing guitar. I think I've been trying to like learn more songs like lately because I kind of want to record a song and like do my own cover of something that I really like, that I enjoy, because it's a fun pastime of mine, and honestly I would like to share it. Also, to boost the immune system. If you want to boost your immune system, try drinking lemon water. lemon infused water. So like cut up a lemon and then place it into water, into like a pitcher of water, and then drink it right afterward. You can add sweetener to it, but like don't add sugar, because that kind of like counteracts all the good it's doing. I usually just add a little bit of stevia to sweeten it, just so it lasts longer in the pitcher, so I don't have to drink it all at once. Because if you leave it in there too long, like for a couple of days, and it starts getting sour and it's not tolerable. So a little bit of stevia works. But be careful what stevia you put in. So if you add too much of a certain brand, it can actually cause harm, more harm than good. Because it can be processed a different way. So you gotta just like do your research on that type of sweetener. Even though it is natural, the way it's processed sometimes can be harmful in some aspects. I think that's the same thing with agave as well. Agave is like a nectar, it's like a sweetener, it's like honey, but it's from, I think, a cactus, I believe. I think it's from a cactus. Or no, that's aloe vera. That's aloe vera. I forget what agave is from. I'm gonna look that up real quick. What is agave from? Agave, a sweetener that's even worse than sugar is the first thing that comes up. Ooh. Oh, let's, yeah, it does come from a cactus, apparently. But apparently it's worse than sugar. Okay, great. But I mean, if you're allergic to sugar, then for some people agave is an alternative, though. That's people who have MS can have agave. That's what my one of my relatives has MS, so she can use agave to sweeten her food, but she can't have sugar. What else are we gonna TP to? Let's go to, hold on a second. I did build a broadcast tower. I hope this is the right coordinates. I did mess it up earlier. Yep, this is the right coordinates. Yeah, I built this. Kind of like half did it the correct way, but like I did my best. It's not like I can go up there myself. It's pretty off limits area, but it stands above the entirety of Gastonia, and you can see it from miles and miles away. So it's like the tallest hill for the lowest, below the lowest area. I mean, above the lowest area, pretty much. Anyways, I need to end the stream here because I think I'm overheating a little bit in my room, because my computer gets hot and people keep turning off my fan when I wake up. I wonder who do that. Anyways, thank you guys for supporting the stream. I'm going to play my final guitar riff that I promised you guys I do every single time. So let me get my guitar out. We'll do the acoustic today. It's the acoustic thing to do, you know what I'm saying? What if your child was born acoustic? Would he, or would he, I don't know what he would do. What would, if your child was born acoustic, what would the acoustic child do? Would he make a sound, or would he speak normally? What part of him would be the acoustic, and what part of him would be the child? The questions we ask ourselves every day. Anyways, let's see. Ooh, I can do this one. This is "Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You" by Led Zeppelin. Let me put the microphone closer because I don't have this thing plugged. Actually, I can just plug it in. Yeah, because you probably cannot hear that. I'm pretty sure. This microphone, I bought it just to make sure that it would not get a lot of background noise in it. So. Nope, that's distortion. I do not. Ooh. Okay, let's see. And there, you got your whole riff for Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You by Led Zeppelin. Covered by me. So that's pretty cool. Okay. I learned that one, that was one of the first songs I actually learned that was intricate. And I learned that in a guitar class in high school, actually. And I didn't get to perform it because I did not get to perform it because I wasn't good enough, or I wasn't trustworthy enough in school. I was a class clown. I was pretty goofy. I still am, but I'm respectful. I did pull a chair out from underneath a kid, and I got a slap on the wrist for it because the teacher liked me. But I didn't do it on purpose. It was like I wanted to use the chair and, to set something on, and he got up, and I wasn't expecting him to sit down to get his seat back, and I was already about to like put something on it, and I had it away from him, and he like fell down with a guitar in his hand. The reason why I got in trouble is because he had a guitar in his hand, and it wasn't his guitar, it was the teacher's guitar. Like, you know, the class guitars, you know, like they had a class full of guitars. And I was sorry about it. I didn't mean to do it. He was mad at me though. Both of them were. I didn't mean to like make him fall though. Anyways, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you guys for coming out, and it's been a pleasure.